Right, hello everyone. Hope you're doing well. Welcome at long last. Apologies for the delay, but welcome to you all. We have got the Outpost Games 3v3 Server War Grand Final. And the first thing to note is that we are actually going to see the Grand Final because the player we were waiting on at the very last minute has turned up. So we are going to see this, which is good. Slightly delayed, so I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen in terms of time, like whether it would be best. It was meant to be a best of 13. I'm not sure if it's going to be a best of 13 yet or not. We will stand by on that one. But given that we are actually going to do this now, I can do very quickly, if I can actually just find this website. There we go. And you might just see a black screen briefly, but that's okay. We can get that changed. There we go. So here we are then, a 3v Outpost Grand Final. In fact, let me just quickly speak to the players whilst we're there. Let me do intro, but let me know first map, please. Okay, right, now that we've done that, we can come back to the website. So yes, Outpost Game Server War. So just to clarify, for the last like a month or so, in fact, I'm pretty sure it was the month of November, there was a group. It was actually originally a group of players wanting to improve at team games that came out of the Community Outpost Discord server. And that kind of sprung up the Outpost Games server, which RVB hosts. And within that, RVB was running a competition whereby everyone could play games, 2v2s, 3v3s, 4v... not 4v4s actually, 2v2s or 3v3s. And then at the end of the month, there'd be a grand final for the top 6 players that were competing within that server based on an ELO system. Some of the notable players that played in this were here. So I'll just put that up screen now. But the main thing is we've got 6 players playing in the finals. And that is the 6 that are playing as per the stream description. So you've got Team Hi Hassan. So that's Hsn'Leb, Vodka, and HighDough. HighDough was the man we were waiting on, but he did just make it in the end. Versus Druncle, Egg, and Targaryen, who I hate streaming because I never pronounce the name properly. So there's already been some prizes. There's quite a massive prize pool actually for this. It was almost $1,000, which gets overlooked. It's really quite a lot of money. Let's go over to that. Yeah, pretty much $1,000. Sam with $350, very big donation. RVB with $250 himself. 125 from me. I actually completely forgot I did that, to be fair. It's amazing how you forget. 75 from Jazz, 75 from Solo, 75 from Arctic Dolphin, and 20 from Hank. So yeah, overall, nearly $1,000 for this competition. Really exciting stuff. Apparently, I'm also a host ref as well. Brilliant. Shows so much. Now, in fairness, RVB's basically been the main. I'll definitely act as ref tonight alongside RVB. But yeah, RVB's pretty much hosted the entire thing, more or less solo. He's done very well with it as well. So we've got a top 6 grand final we're discussing. Winning team will take an additional $170, but there's also been these prizes paid out to date. I think this one might be getting reduced after the debacle of this evening. However, without further ado, let's go in game. Let's see, what did they decide on map-wise? Oh, egg drops. Whoops. Oh, I see. Okay, it's fine. Okay, we start with Defcon apparently. That was easy. Oh, it always starts with Defcon actually. I think I should probably have known it. That's a very good point. Should probably have checked that. That's the actual rules for this particular set. We will do that in a minute. Let me just double check that we've got what do I want to check? In game. So it says best of 9. It's not actually going to be a best of 9. I will change that. But let's get some armies in the interim. Okay, we will go over this again shortly. I'm seeing a lot of USAs. I am seeing a lot of USAs. So let me just quickly check the grand final format rules. Right, I have managed to find it. I will bring that up shortly. And what we're also going to do is we're going to initially set this to a best of 13. There is a possibility it gets curtailed. We will see how it goes. But yeah, the initial idea is to go best of 13. Right, whilst we're waiting for the players to decide on everything, let's just briefly bring you back here. So this bit of text highlighted are the rules. So it's a 3v3, 10k starting cash, best of 13, random reverse armies, no army pos yet, and none of those switching is allowed. $170 for the winning team. And this is the map pool. If it goes 6-6, it'll be a GLA China, GLA mirror on Philippine Highlands, which is an interesting matchup, that actually. Wouldn't have minded seeing USA backed into that, but actually this should be pretty interesting nonetheless. Okay, that's it. Yeah, let's bring you guys back in game whilst we're just waiting on the players. Let's see what we've got then. This is where I need that really cool overlay for the that Leggy has for the 3v3s. I wouldn't mind. I'll have to speak to him about that. I might have to pay for that. So we've got Druncle with Targaryen and Egg. And out of the 3 of them, we've got 2, 3, 5. Yeah, so it's going to be, the line is going to be across there. So Druncle is laser and support. Targaryen is USA here. And Egg is going to be Tox bottom right. Egg is up against Vodka's USA here. Supporting Vodka is the laser of Hsn'Leb. And then in the top left, we've got the Air Force of HighDough up against the USA of Targaryen. Looks like the left teams might... There's a lot of USA here, isn't there? I think... I'm not sure about this, actually. I think this probably just about favours the left-hand teams. Because the air is going to be quite effective. So they're going to have to find a way. Because the Tox here versus the air there... Yeah, it could be tricky. All right, let's see what they do. There's probably no point speculating. Might as well focus on what we're going to see. Let me get the stream chat up. Oh, get that message ready as well. All right, we will commence that. And stream chat is up. Hello, Sam. Hello, Reza. Good to see you. All right, we're in. We start bottom middle then with Vodka. He's playing in purple as Vanilla USA. Supported by Hsn'Leb, who's in the red as Laser. And then above him, HighDough is the air in green. Top middle, we've got Vanilla USA for Targaryen in gold. He's supported by Druncle in the cyan as Laser. And then with them is Egg in the bottom right, playing in blue as Tox. Okay, we actually managed to do that before someone sold us CC, which is very easy to do. RVB, the main man himself, welcome, and Henk, good to see you. Yeah, I'll tell you what, actually, it'd be quite nice. RVB or Sam, do either one of you want to try and get in contact with Leggy somehow while he's streaming? Tell him to do some kind of like raid, because that is a thing now. You can do YouTube raids apparently, or like the equivalent of a raid. He might not be able to do it, but yeah, if you can get hold of him, just see if he can do it. It could be worth quite a few views potentially. Okay, we're going to probably end up seeing some aggression over here right now. You'd always expect to see the air come under pressure. Interestingly, oh, it's going to be a combat Chinook. Okay, I quite like that actually. I think it's a good, it's a pretty safe and reliable tactic. He is getting his mining denied, though, and he's losing a dozer pretty cheaply. Got a tunnel being established here, and we also have... Ooh, successful drop. Okay, so pressure immediately on Hassan, who's sent 2 rangers up here to get these oils. Might not be able to get the oils, though. So this combat Chinook's probably going to have to deal with... Ah, he's got a ranger, that's massive. Okay, so this could actually get stopped quite easily if he comes in with the... combat Chinook, but it's actually going to be aggressive, the CC Nook. Okay. A lot of action happening in a short space of time here. Gets a dozer, doesn't quite get the arms dealer, but that is Hassan not hunted just yet. There's a combat Chinook flowing around there trying to get damage done. It all comes down to the damage he can do. Egg, meanwhile, on the 2 supplies. Main action seems to be down here right now. Hassan is under really big pressure. Some very bugged out laser locks. Support coming in from Vodka, though. And it's good support. Very, very good support there. Vet2V, that's going to shut that down from Amka. Meanwhile, the combat Chinook is causing chaos, as one might expect. But we have oils here for Druncle. That's going to keep him alive a little bit. And ditto for Targaryen, who's on 4, actually. So I actually think at this point, the combat Chinook probably needs to come back to the base just to stop this. Or at the very least, kill the power and then go back. Yeah, I think it's not done enough, this combat Chinook. The only good news for the left team is Vodka seems pretty unscathed from all this, and Hassan is ultimately still collecting off 2 oils. So the priority for them now is dealing with... Was it? Targaryen's playing very well this game, actually. Look at this. Oh, Hassan. Can't afford to lose that. Vodka's going to push. I think that's a good decision. He certainly needs to. Actually... Whoa. Egg is going to be in big trouble here, then. Gets the unload off. That's going to be annoying for Druncle to deal with. But this is where the problem is now for them. Because the Tox is out the game. And it's good micro. Very, very good micro. Top left, though. Targaryen putting on the pressure. This is a very quirky game, this. Very, very interesting. No idea where it's going to go. Vodka basically needs to get the damage done here. And it is good micro from him, actually, I have to say. It's just chaos at the top left. And these MDs are getting chipped away at. Kind of been forgotten about here by HighDough. Nice laser lock there, though, from Hassan. And Hassan's economy is a problem. And there are 2 V's in now. S&D comes in from... I have no idea who from. From Vodka. That's going to make this impossible to clear up. And Druncle can only really support as best as possible. That's a very nice interception. Ah, wow, yeah. And that's going to be so difficult to stop now. This is just... Yeah. Wrecked. Bit of a panic from the right team here, because I think they know they're in trouble if they can't sweep this up. Egg's in really big trouble, and actually Vodka is going to be nearly 3-star now. In fact, he is 3-star. So he can now get Pathfinders, which make the other USAs pretty useless. Yeah, Vodka's carried it. Okay, HighDough quits to give Hassan what he can. Hassan is going to struggle to deal with this. Targaryen's played really well this game, has to be said. But who's in the better position? I mean, I must admit, what can Hassan really do? Vodka's going to need... He's going to need to either help Hassan out, or he's going to need to wipe these guys off the map. There's a problem. He's just trying to hold as long as possible. It's going to be close, this one. Druncle's throwing everything he can into the attack, but he's only got 2 buildings left. So yeah, the GG comes in from him. He needs to surrender now. He isn't surrendering now. Okay, now he does. Okay. So it is Eggs basically cooked. It is Targaryen versus... Well, kind of Targaryen versus Vodka, really. But these are filled V's with S&D, which Targaryen doesn't have, and he can just get Pathfinders. Vodka's 4-star. And he's now coming into the base here as well. I think Vodka is going to carry this for their team. Ooh. He needs to get out of there pretty quickly, though. And does. I have to say, he's put this army into effective, really, really good use. Must be said. Really, really good micro from Vodka. Pathfinder, will it stop in time? No, it won't. Okay, it's going to go low power for now. Immediate rebuild. Needs to get a CC out, actually. That's a bit of an error there from Vodka. Maybe losing his power has reminded him that. S&D does now come in for Targaryen. Okay. But, yeah, I think there's probably too much to worry about now. I think Vodka's done it. Egg's probably not going to recover in time, realistically. No. I'm sure he isn't, especially with Pathfinders. I mean, Targaryen's 3-star, he could maybe combat that. That's a nice bunker take there. But there's so many Tovies out. Yeah. So the Tovie spam is very powerful, but against filled Vs, not so much. CC is being re-established, and nearly is, actually. Now going in for the S&D, I think. Yeah. And the Dozer. So that is the hunt. And that is going to be the S&D going down as well. Yeah, the left team have got this now. I don't think he even cares about this army. I think he just wants to destroy as much as possible. Power's going to go down, yeah. This army will get trapped. But how many can he take down with him? Quite a few, because they're getting concaved. There's a lot of these going down here. Yeah, okay. Army does get swept up, but at what cost? Yeah, okay, there we go. But Targaryen now is only... Well, he's got the production, he just hasn't got power. And there is a Spectre. That is going to be probably there. Yeah, straight in between the two buildings, I think. S&D actually... What the hell? Where was that? Oh, down here. He lost his search and destroy. I didn't even see that. I think it must have gotten TT'd, actually, by Egg. Must have been. Yeah, Spectre taking both buildings out then. And Vodka's actually floating suddenly quite a lot. Not really sure how. This is still quite a scary army. But we are now going to see the gem promos. That is not going to make it, though. No way. Oh, not quite. So not the best gem promos there. Is going to try and kick Egg now. I think that's a good decision. Needed to probably finish him off earlier, actually. And actually a bit of a counter-attack coming in from Hassan. That's kind of nice. Does he have a CC? Doesn't. Doesn't really have much money at all, actually. Yeah, there's nothing Egg can really do about that army. Unfortunately, but there's probably not a lot Sun can do here either. So that is a massive, massive army. And there's some of these are filled as well. Yeah, that B's definitely dead. Will Hassan build himself a building somewhere? He can't. He can't. Unless he gets some oil money in ASAP, he won't be able to. Latency not too bad, actually, I have to say. Are the top team... Are the Targaryen team going to do this? I don't know. They might. They still might. Ooh, I don't know about that. That's a bit brave. Ooh, does lose a few there, but does evac. So these need to scram. Oil does survive. Targaryen's army has been cut there quite a lot, actually. But Egg's still alive. He's actually starting to build his palace now. He's managing to collect on a number of areas. He's here. He's actually retaken the top right base of Druncle. He's here. He's got these 2 oils. He's actually not in a bad position. Targaryen got the oils at the top right, so he's still on 4 oils as well. And the 2 war factories means that he can pretty much produce these at a normal rate. Just can't build these units very well. I'm amazed I haven't seen Pathfinders from him yet. I have to say, that is surprising. Ooh, I don't think Vodka wants to take that fight. No, not with the cliff advantage. I think that's not the best. It is going to be close. It is going to be really, really close. But Hassan, whilst he has that oil, does still have a chance to get himself level 3 gem promos, which is probably what he's got to aim for now. This is such a big army. Yeah, that got's picked off again. I mean, Egg's game, but I think now, because this is the thing. And it's been a really topsy-turvy game, but if Vodka goes in on Egg now, then Targaryen just goes in. So he can't do that. So Targaryen now, I mean, he probably can go. He's just biding his time, because this is just helping Egg, who now can start building buggies. So this game is slipping away from Team Vodka, actually. What a really good start to this set this has been. And I've changed my mind multiple times, but yeah, at this moment in time, they're in a bit of a sort of caught between a rock. Right, this is the point. This is the move, then. Targaryen is going to have to quit. Oh, yeah, he has done it. He has done it. Okay, I was going to say. Right, so it's Egg versus the world, then. Can he do it? It's going to be very, very tough. That bee gets saved. Very good micro there from Vodka, has to be said. Now, if you're Vodka... Oh, Egg's going in. But he's diving in a bit brash. S&D will go down. Nice, A10. Doesn't get anything, unfortunately. I think a leaflet might be due soon, though. But this is getting swept up. It is getting swept up. It has been swept up. Okay. Vodka actually just opting to destroy the oils in the end. He still has his 2 here. Probably should be long distancing these supplies here. That's a bit of a mistake from him. As I say that, he's going to go and collect these, is he? Yes, he is. Okay. Yeah, would like to see him expand. Although I guess Hassan still could technically get back into this. Anyone's game still, but there are buggies now. I think the USAs need to find a way to expand here. I mean, that's a lot of arms dealers. But that's a lot of buggies. That is going to catch them off guard. Okay, nice unload, actually. Oh, a leaflet drop. Okay. Didn't really get that much, but still. Yeah, Ag under severe pressure then. But Vodka is now starting to collect again, so he might be okay. He's going to rebuild a strat. This army is going to come in. We do have Gamma that's come into play. Okay. Yeah, still anyone's game. I think these units need to be looking to get in there. Yeah, that's right. Very nice from Vodka. Really, really, really good, I have to say. These are some very, very strong MDs. Yeah, this is going to get swept up. There is another very large army coming in here, though. Can Egg hold on? Okay, this is going to finally get swept up. But here's the next place to worry about. Has he got a market? Yeah, he does. So this upgrade should be coming in. Needs more workers here as well. Yeah, he's losing the bottom right now. Hassan has got his CC. Okay. And that's going to be the double A10 on the oils by the looks of it. It's a good hit. Honestly, this game is topsy-turvy for sure. Yeah, that's on the oils. It's the right thing to hit. They're both dead. Yep. So no oils left for Egg now. Does have buggies. He is floating 10k. But what can he do to stop that army? That is the real challenge for him. You can see a Spectre going to the top right from Vodka. This is where it starts getting very, very challenging for the GLAs when you've got all these gem promos. And not really many ways to be able to deal with this either. Do you have advanced training here? Yep, we do. Very nice. Very important upgrade, actually. Yeah, egg is stretched thin, just for sure. I don't know how he's managed to get 8k, all things considered. I think he's focused so much on trying to defend this. Vodka is now expanding. He's going to get an airfield as well. Okay, that's nice. And actually, Hassan is going to slowly creep into this game again, because he's going to get income. Okay, V goes down. Another double A10. This is what I mean. Relentless on the gem promos. Is that going to be on a market? No, it's on the palace. Oh, I see. He wants to then finish it off with the V army. Okay. Yeah, I think Egg's cooked here, unfortunately. Just like that, he's on $78 and basically no income. So he's spent his money, but he hasn't realised. It's more really good gem micro there from Vodka. Yeah, micro on point here. Palace is going to get picked off. That's a very painful pick off for Egg. Who somehow still hasn't realised he's only collecting off one worker there. Yeah, I mean, you haven't even, Hassan isn't even, like, he's slowly getting back into this. It's only going to be a matter of time now before he does. Nothing Egg can do at this point, I'm afraid. Very little money across the players at this stage of the game, though. Egg is doing as well as he can to hold on to this, but you're not going to do very well if you don't get income. This is actually going to get stopped now as well. Very nicely done there from Hassan, actually, to identify that. Word. Cannot kill that, can they? I'll just run it over at this point. Yeah, Vodka's finally let it go. Okay. So Egg holds for now. And he does rebuild workers here. Okay. Probably worth crushing the pilot. Could be recovered. That could be quite effective. Yeah, Hassan's like, take the money. Ooh. Ooh, that's a nice rebel ambush. Does take at least 2 Vs with him there. Amazing first game, says RVB. Yep, I completely agree. The mad thing is that Egg still is just about alive. I think not by much. I still think, yeah, especially with these Comanches now, that's a nice build. So the entire middle's going to get cleared out. Ooh, nice from Egg. To deny the Pathfinder there. But yeah, Hassan's slowly going to get back into this now. He actually has an income. 1 oil. Some money. Is it 1, 2, 3 oils that's all that's left? Yeah. More A10s. This is what I mean. This just gets painful. Quad goes down with it as well. Nicely deleted beacon there in time. I think it's just going to be too difficult for Egg here. The economy is the problem for him. And he also doesn't have a palace anymore, so these buggies are it. And he's up against 2 USAs. Ooh, is that a leaflet drop or is that a YOLO fuel air bomb? A leaflet drop, and he actually does get 2 buggies despite coming from that distance. Alright, Egg recognises he has to deny this area at least. And nice pick off. He's getting the bouncy money. 10% actually. The discount takes effect because he's got that building there. It's kind of nice. And quads actually doing quite well here. Suddenly, Vodka's thinned out quite a lot, actually. It's got 5k. Ah, here we go then. Hassan coming in. There are Pathfinders here as well. Okay, yeah, Vodka's actually going to take some supplies. He obviously is conscious Beacons the buggies. Spectre coming into the top right. Surely Egg can't do this. Spectre goes for the market, yeah. Right decision. Just hit the economy. He's going to lose his CC if he's not careful. Might want to consider selling that. Ooh, Comanches do go down quite cheaply there. Still hasn't sold. It's so tanky, these buildings. I think I'd have sold that, though. Ooh, Ballast dead. Supplies dead. Wow. Yeah, just too many gem promos now. Quads are going to move into these. This will get swept up, but that is a lot of damage done there to Egg. He has got some money still. But can he really hold on? He lost his palace then. I don't think he cancelled it. Yeah, these are going to go down. Okay, maybe not. Okay, now it will. There's only so long you can hold for there, but the entire middle is taken by the left team now. Nice Raptor. Don't see that every day. Got some nice quads here, actually. A couple of Vet 2s, a Vet 1. Very nice split fire. Really good. And with just quads, there's not really a lot Egg can do, I'm afraid. Yeah, GG. Very nice effort from him. Very good first game. Really, really good first game, actually. That was superb. The other guys were waiting for ages. Probably didn't realise just how long that was going to go on for. Really, really good. Let's actually get that on the scoreboard then. So, Team Hassan with a 1-0 lead. I'd say Vodka was certainly MVP in that game. Absolutely carrying them to victory. Really, really nice. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yo, RVB, can I have expert role? Egg makes a very fair point, though. Yeah, if you did have that, you'd then be considered. You'd then be dealt with a lighter hand, shall we say. Really good first game, but I have to say that was thoroughly enjoyable to watch. Really, really nice. Solo saying it's going to be a best of 3 at this rate, yeah. Hello, Stella, by the way. Welcome. And Romanov, good to see you too. Okay. Yeah, a bit of an epic, that. Epic first game. Small things in the end just going that way. Really, really nice. What is going to happen this game, though? Is the question. Because I think Targaryen's going to make better use of that combat Chinook if he goes for the same thing compared to what HighDough did. I think he was a little bit indecisive with that. And he probably should have done more damage. Or at the very least, like, you know, rather than going left, going right, going there, probably should have just stuck to one base and tried to kill him off. At the very minimum, Targaryen should have been hunted and with no power way before he even got the war factories up. So that game could have been over much, much sooner. However, I guess Druncle took quite significant damage as well, so... And did get hunted by it. So actually, HighDough probably did his job. That's a very good point, Sam. Yeah, alright, I'll keep an eye on that. Yeah, good point, good point. Normally I'm pretty on top of that. It's been a very long time since I streamed a team game. But yeah, I will double check that every time someone quits now. No problem. Thanks for reminding me. Alright then, just waiting on Vodka. So where Targaryen I think will do better there, I think Vodka will do slightly better here. So it's going to be super interesting, this. It really is. It can go either way throughout. Okay. Just waiting on Vodka. Don't want to be pressing play game and getting all angsty. Give him another few seconds. Probably will have to get to the point where we time the period in between. Just because of, you know, time. Oh dear. Where are we? No, I am aware of Solo, by the way, of the reference, but I still can't pronounce it. But no, you're right. I never actually watched Game of Thrones. Never actually watched it. I know exactly what character it is, but no, I never watched it. That's funny. Oh, okay. Game number 2. Right, so we start with Hassan this time. Top right, playing as the Laser. Supported by the Vanilla USA of HighDough in green. And the Tox in purple of Vodka. Opposite then, we've got Druncle, also playing as Laser. So yeah, kind of annoying for Druncle and Hassan playing as Laser 2 in a row, but nonetheless. Supported by the Vanilla USA of Egg. It was the USA. And then also the Air Force of Targaryen. It's kind of interesting. It's like almost a mirror, right? So you've got Laser versus Laser, opposite, then a USA opposite a USA. And then it's just a Tox against an Air. So is this going to be a combat Chinook? It probably is, judging by that. No, it's not. Okay, it's going for an airfield. He's going to play this out different. He's actually going to play this out a bit more standard. Interesting. Because that drop might be tricky to deal with. All comes down to this, actually. If you can delay the airfield being built, that'll be pretty massive. But he's actually just going to drop off there. Interesting choice, this. Okay. Needs to laser lock. Does now laser lock. Targaryen, however, Ranger in place. That kills off one of them MDs, and that's all you really need. Ooh. Actually hitting the building there, but not getting the laser lock off. Kind of a good result. Nice building placement there. Hassan actually taking HighDough's oils. Okay. Expect to see this quite often, actually. Druncle now coming in to try and deny these oils, I think. And he might get away with it. And he's going to cause some problems here as well. It's going to be so close. Oh, he denies one. Okay. Still not that bad. Meanwhile, HighDough's getting wrecked here as well. Okay, that might just overextend. Where's Druncle looking? Ooh. Okay, HighDough's dead. HighDough is dead. He is literally living off nothing. And the Air Force now has King Raptors, so how long can Hassan go for, really? Vodka, meanwhile, is putting the pressure on. Oh, his own terrorist. Ah. Looking tough for the right team, this. It is looking pretty tough. And HighDough's still going to try and persist, but what can he really do? You can laser lock that all you like, but you're never going to kill it. I think HighDough's a little bit lost as to know what to do here. That's a lot of ease from the USAs. Nothing Vodka can do about that. It's going to probably go 1-1, I think. Yeah, HighDough now surrenders. Oh, that goes to Vodka, though. He's going to get power for the short period, though. I think you're going to need a lot of tentacles in that time. Might just be able to get those tentacles out, actually. And then maybe not. They're going into the base right now. They know what's up. He could technically spam them. He has got plenty of income, but tough. He's going to lose his production. Building quads, which is interesting. Some with nice engagements there. But what do you really do? That survives, yeah. King Raptor's just wrecking oils. I mean, Targaryen's going to have a field day here. With CC being rebuilt. King Raptor's all over the show. Bit ambitious of Vodka to take that oil, I think. Yeah, oil's there. Oils are down. Very, very tough this for the right team. I think it goes to show how well Targaryen did, by the way, in that first game. To do what he did. Ooh, Palace does get cancelled, okay. HighDough is AWOL. Sorry, I forgot to check, but yeah, he's AWOL. We can confirm that. My pleasure, by the way, RBB. Appreciate you choosing me to do it, to be honest with you. Yeah, see, obviously the entire army here has gone to help Vodka. But in return, Druncle's gone, alright, I'll just go into your base then. That's so tough. And behind this, the USAs don't really need to expand. They can just keep building these and keep being annoying because they know they've got an air force in support. Yeah, this area got wrecked very, very quickly. There's even some commies out now, stealth comms. Yeah, tough. The air alone can probably finish the job now. Not with micro like that, though. So Komachi's being annoying. Okay, that is going to go down. Hassan will eventually clear this up. But he's been left with nothing. He hasn't got a CC, he hasn't got a dozer. Yeah, it's over. Second wave's about to come in. And Vodka won't be able to do that. Look at what he's got. He's not even taking the order, but I mean, he's kind of been focused on the defense. I can't really blame him for that. Yeah, right team are pretty cooked here. It's going to go 1-1. And the GG should be just coming in anytime now. Yeah, okay, Vodka quits. Yeah, GG. Yeah, that's it. That is 1-1. Much quicker this game. 7 minutes in. We do get ourselves the 1-1. So update the scoreboard. There we go. Alright. So I'm going to guess, I don't know if this is specified, but is it the case that whoever lost the second game, it doesn't actually say, but I'm guessing whoever lost the second game chooses the map. Is that right? Actually, it'll take, there's a delay on the stream, so you won't hear that straight away. That's normally how it plays out. Let's just double check this with RVB. Let's just double check. We'll find out in due course. Assuming that RVB is keeping an eye on Discord, that is. He might just be chilling. Yeah, it looks like some team's going to pick. Don't think it should matter too much. Could be wrong, though. Well, hopefully Pepsi is at least still a viewer. That would be good. I'm pretty sure it isn't. Oh! It isn't there. Okay. Twy. Interesting that Twy's in there. That I did not expect. So we're going to get a free... Yeah, it's not very often you see this, because when people think of TW, they think... Or Twilight Flame, they think of... Yeah, everyone got this. Yeah, they think of 50k games. But you don't see 10ks that often. And actually, they do play out very, very nicely. So Druncle's going to support Targaryen, and then Egg's going to solo it up against Vodka. I think I'd be switching. Would I? I don't know, maybe. I feel like Targaryen might be the slightly stronger player out of the two of them right now, but others seem to think the other way around, interestingly. HighDough's going to be supported by Hassan, and then, yeah, it's going to be Vodka on the flank. No big surprise there. I'm seeing more GLAs this time, and I'm seeing some Chinas. Okay. Let's get this set up then. Okay. Just checking a few things on Discord quickly. Okay. So, what have we got? We've got Team Druncle with a GLA, a demo, and a China. Okay. But the China here is up against the Stealth. Alright. Stealth supported by tank. And then a laser. Okay. Thing is, when you think of this, you think you're automatically defaulting to the 50k game, so a lot of people know how that works, but here on a 10k, I'm less sure. What I do know is that HighDough with his V should be having a good time in the early game against these two. So don't be too surprised to see, and also the tank's going to be very tough, so don't be too surprised to see this left flank getting won by the bottom team. Yeah, we definitely do miss Pepsi. Hope he does come back properly at some point. At least he's a viewer, assuming that that's right what Sam said. That'd be a main thing. He has taken breaks before and come back, so with some luck he'll do that at some point in future. Yeah, I have to admit, this does look tricky for the top team. I mean, it depends how long they can last, right? Because the GLAs could come good in the later game. And actually, I suppose the China... If the China was in support, I'd give them a way better chance. But it's not. It's on the flank. So, does the China support down here, but then almost certainly lose the oils? Or does the China just focus on trying to 1v1 the stealth? I don't know. I guess Druncle could try and contest this area. The MiGs can then solely focus. Because the problem is, right, if this area here gets lost by the top team, then these MiGs aren't going to easily fly over here because Vodka can just pop and from like quads from stealth tunnels. So the MiGs very quickly become pretty redundant. So I think this is challenging for the Druncle's team, but let's see what happens. That's just the theory. We don't actually know how it's going to go in practice. Alright. We are ready now for game number 3. I had a really big dinner and I'm still hungry. I still want some food. Alright, so we start with Team Druncle, and this is Targaryen in the golds playing as GLA Demo. He is supported by Druncle as the VGLA. Do we have a freeze here? We do. Only a brief one, hopefully. Okay. Yeah, GLA here for Druncle. Also with them is Egg in the blue playing as V-China. On the right, we've got 51 ping, by the way. That's pretty unideal. We've got Vodka playing in purple as Stealth. Then we have the Tank General here for Hsn'Leb, who must be thinking, what is going on? This is not my usual domain. He's going to go for barracks. It's actually going to be him taking these oils, by the looks of it. I'm not sure I like that. I think I'd rather see a 2 War Factory single supply build and then maybe go into a Lotus, but he's a better player than me. Anyway, HighDough's on the left-hand side here in the pink this time. Okay. Maybe a change of colour will bring him change of fortunes. He's going to go for some oil. And by the looks of it, he's going to drop over here. Yeah, it's rough, isn't it? Because the second supply kicks in so slowly for the GLAs on this map. That's the only downside, really. Then again, it's the same situation for the tank. Vodka's going to send them rebels a very long way when I think he's better off just putting them in the tunnel. Laser Patriot is going to go it up, though. I think he actually could have been a bit more brazen and gone here. Ooh, a Licks. Okay. Did not expect that from the Tank General. I don't know if these teams are going to expect that either. That could be devastating for the China, actually. That could be pretty devastating, because there's no way that's going to get scouted by the top team. So is this off to the China? Yeah, it is. That's a clever move. But it's going to get scouted by this technical, is it? It might not. He might just have missed it. That is clever from Hassan, actually. Okay, Bunker Licks coming. Where does the Bunker Licks want to go, though? That is looking for a dozer. And it is not his last dozer. He's still got one. Okay, this is now a bit odd. I think it's missed that, actually. Tech RPG is being very annoying. Oh, it's being really, really annoying. Take some MiG out. That hurts. Another demo bike. Targaryen being a little bit indecisive this game. There's 2 Lixers out now. I was wondering where they went. They just went back home. Okay. I'm amazed he hasn't just shredded the China, if I'm honest with you. The China could be dead. Like, what can it do if you just walk in? Is that... Oh my god, he's hunted. He's already hunted. Wow. Very good from Vodka, isn't it? It is very, very good. There is an expansion. Okay, that's what's stopping Hassan. He's actually being held back. I think he wants to jump on that tunnel. Targaryen is going to build his way into this. I think that might be a mistake from Hassan. I think he should have come in on that tunnel first and then, yeah, double back. That was an error, actually. He could have jumped on that, and now he can't. Druncle says push here right now. Or... So the question is Hassan saying to Vodka, help me now? Yes, he is. Okay. Yeah, he is. He is. There's some MiGs. Where are they looking, though? Okay, HighDough coming in with a bit of an army, then. Loads of beacons going on. And Hassan... Oh, I see. No, I don't see, actually. This is kind of weird. Or is he just trying to bait him out there and go down there, maybe? Yeah, he is. Yeah, so that's that position. Locked. Black Napalm mix. Hit the army, it's devastating. I'm still astonished that that Hassan hasn't raced to the top right. I mean, there's nothing they can do. Kill the airfield, you got no MiGs, the USA has free reign. Bit weird from Hassan, this. Okay, this is definitely going to get shut down now. Druncle knows he can't compete with that. Yeah. I'm still a little bit baffled by Hassan's elixirs, though. This is very, very odd. Very, very odd behaviour. Because the MiGs are going to kill it at some point. So yeah, a bit strange. I don't really understand. Druncle on plenty of money. He was on 3 arms dealers. Don't know if he's got the economy for that, though. Very nice. Very nice, Micro. He knows the MiGs are coming. Is not even going to lose one. And he is now going to go home. This oil needs to be killed. What's HighDough looking for? Gonna go for a CC. Maybe there was some demo bikes trying to sneak over the cliff again. But yeah, I think the window of opportunity for the top team... Well, there wasn't ever really a window of opportunity. Maybe it was that push, but... And then maybe was a brief time when he could have gone, but he had no support, so he couldn't really go. It would have been a waste. As I said earlier, though, it is tough for the top team here. I think this is a 1-1 matchup. Middle building getting destroyed by Targaryen. That demo bike goes down. He's on the demo upgrade, okay. I was wondering that then. It's a lot of quads coming in from Druncle this, so he's going for that straight up quad spam. No Palace, Malakia, none of that. Vodka is going to have a hard time dealing with this. Especially with some good micro... Yeah, Vodka realises he has to go back. Okay, loses 2. Waiting for the flamers from Hassan, but he'll probably lose his position in that time. Flames down his own mate's worker. Very nice of him. But yeah, it looks like they've already accepted they're going to lose this area. Fine. Okay. Meanwhile, there's more elixirs. And HighDough is continuing to do a job with the... That oil is still alive. That should be captured, though. And it should have been captured a long, long time ago. Ooh, is Druncle? Nah, he's not going to get caught out. I think that's what Hassan's banking on, but there's plenty of quads at home. And a stinger. I still think going for the China's your best bet. Yeah, these quads are all out of position now. Ooh, that's a nice pop. Does pick off 1 licks. That's a nice pick off. Druncle with an instant sell. MiGs are going to go down here. That last MiG will probably get picked off. Will it? No, it won't. Okay. But what's that 1 gat going to do? Nothing. And there are still Vs here, which could be a problem for Druncle, actually. Yeah, RIP airfield. No more MiGs for this team. That is that. Kind of surprised Hassan's not getting out of there. He's going to get trapped fairly soon. Well, he's going to go for it. I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Loses 2 elixirs. Maybe take the power. That would be a nice pick-off. Whoa, whoa. Hassan, where are you going? Oh, we have a bus now. Yeah, I'm not sure about... I mean, they've done alright, but... I'd expect Hassan's elixirs to do better than that for his level of play. Personally. This bus has done very, very nicely. It's taken quite a lot out. And Druncle's income's clearly reduced. Okay, that all actually got destroyed. Presumably by demo bikes, actually. Whoa, these oils are going down as well. There isn't really anything that Druncle can do about it. So yeah, oil position goes down. Just the one oil left now. That one almost, well, all of them destroyed otherwise. Very nice pick off there on the worker. Stop just in time. Quite a few markets out here for Vodka. He's looking pretty well set for the late game. We know already that Druncle committed to the push, the sort of spam and then the push, but unfortunately that means he's not going to be anywhere near. In fact, he's only just starting his palace. And it actually looks like he's forgotten to build it. Oh, no. He's pulled that worker. I think that was the worker building the palace. And he's only collecting off it. His income now is absolutely wrecked. Okay, he is trying to get this top right supply as well. Actually cancels it because he knows he can't get it anymore. Yeah, Druncle's suddenly looking in a really desperate position, actually. He was looking pretty good at one point, and now anything but. And he hasn't realised about that palace. He's going to be kicking himself when he sees that. It hurts. I think Vodka could scale big enough just to beat them both at this rate. Because we know that the China's basically out the game. It only has 3 buildings left. I actually think that there's a priority target. Because if Egg surrenders, which he should be considering very, very soon, I think he needs to lose the war factory to justify. I don't know if there's rules against it or what. I'm actually not sure. But if he is allowed to surrender, I feel like he can. Then he needs to, that power needs to go because one of the GLAs is going to get it. Ooh, is he going a bit deep? Wow. Okay. Okay. Now he goes in too deep. Fine. Otherwise, generally pretty good micro. It kind of is giving this army kind of the runaround, actually. Bus survives as well. Okay, now it goes down. That's a shame. I think he could have done a little bit more there. More elixirs. There is mine drop. And Targaryen is now the target. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is 2-1 for Team Hassan, but I would expect it that way around. Very nice combo there. Amka's ready for it. Oh, they're both ready for it. Oh, my word. This is a disastrous licks push. I don't know if I've seen worse lixes in my entire life. Wow. Okay, this is going to be the point where Egg can justify quitting. Because he has got nothing other than power and loads of money. So he should be quitting right now. I have no idea what he's staying for. Whoa, what's this? What's this? HighDough. I mean, I'm not entirely sure it matters. I think even if he DC'd, I think the bottom team take this still. Although that is a big chunk of V's, isn't it? So probably Eggs. Yeah, Eggs now quit. Okay. Yeah, you wouldn't want to just lose him, would you? Oh, he did. Oh, okay. Okay, he has now quit. So he sold the power, so fine, so they're not allowed. It is against the rules. I wasn't actually sure about that. To be fair to Druncle, he sold it before, yeah, he sold it before even being asked to, so fair enough. I had no idea about that rule. Wasn't really clear, if I'm honest. Ooh, does get 2 Vs. And that's going to be that one as well. Oh no, okay. Just keeps that one alive. I still think there's probably a bit too much to do for these top teams. And then Palace, he has now realised, it sucks. He would have absolutely cussed like mad in that chat. That oil did go down. I'm not entirely sure. By the looks of it, possibly Devil Rebel ambush. And what is HighDough doing? He's got quite a lot of secondary, actually. Single A10. Why is that only a single A10? Why does he spend his general promotions? He's got Pathfinders, but like if he's 4-star. So why would you not just wait before using it? I don't know. Either way, I think Targaryen is a bit low on the dough. And that wasn't a That wasn't a reference to HighDough either. Ooh, I missed this. Targaryen has snuck down here. And Hassan is in some trouble. However, he is going to get some support from his teammate Vodka. He's going to lose a lot in the process, though. Also, where'd those pigs go? Oh, he's lost his airfield, hasn't he? I think Hassan has been pretty disastrous with his elixirs in particular. Will the war factory go down? It could be really good to save it. He might just save it. He is going to save it. Very nicely done from Vodka. Does need to sweep that up now, though. Hassan is alive for now, but when I say alive, what I really mean is he can build two units. And that's about it. I don't even know why he's bothering rebuilding the power, actually. Because he's completely broke. This is going to be another long haul. Surely the top team can't come back. Now, HighDough is being extremely passive, though, I have to say. He is at least being aware of the Demo Rebel ambush, but yeah, fair enough, actually. Because that could cause many a problem. I mean, they're bunched up now. There are going to be Pathfinders in here, so wherever it is going to have to be quick. Yeah, he is Xing, which is nice to see. That is... Oh, there's some scuds going down now. In fact, there's actually been a scud for over 2 minutes, and I've only just spotted it. Okay, these coming in now. Will he remember to X them out? I heard the Rebel ambush, but I didn't see it. Could have sworn I heard it. So yeah, that army's stealthed. HighDough goes in very deep on that tunnel, and the pot does pick off a V. HighDough's internet connection's kind of struggling a little bit here. Oh my word. I mean, yeah, okay, good. Good. Didn't want to have to make a judgment. Personally, if you're making a judgment here, I mean, look how much Vodka's got. And look what the top team got in comparison. So... And actually, yeah, it's over. It's over. If we have a DC now, this game's over. It just is. I could have sworn I heard a Demo Rebel ambush. Still needs to X these out. Ooh, he's going to use the workers. And the demo bike. Oh my giddy arm. HighDough's... his micro needs some work. It needs some serious work. It really, really does. Because in that situation, you just have to target the demo bike. You can see it coming a mile off. Just target it, and you can't lose it. Not with search and destroy. You shouldn't be losing that. Let alone 4. Okay, that is going to be on the supply and the most importantly the market. And very, very big engagement now in play. And I think this is going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Ooh, kills his own quad there. I mean, Vodka's got so much in behind this, by the way. Look at that. Yeah, it's very much over. GG. GG. And that is 2-1 for Team Hassan. It was actually a nice last demo bike there. Yeah, very well played. 2-1 lead for them. Close and observer. And let's make sure we remember to give Team Hassan their second victory. Okay. Ah, okay. Thank you, sir, RVB. No power spam or production/technology building transfer is allowed. Money and supplies and existing army is okay to leave to your teammate. Yeah. Exactly. This meme. That is true, by the way. I didn't even need to say it. Hassan himself admitted it. I love it. Okay. Yeah, the demo was Targaryen. As I said, though, I do think that the bottom team's armies are better here. I really don't think the licks was necessary. Those elixers could have... It was actually kind of nice, but I would have liked to have seen them wreck the China in the early game. That was the logical play there for me. Yeah, bottom team would definitely won that. Hello, Little Black Cat. Good morning to you. Good to see you, my man. Always nice when you can join the streams, even though it's like Monday morning and you've probably got work. Okay, just waiting on... Oh, it's HighDough. Probably doing some sort of internet testing or whatever. Okay. What? Cool, alright. We are good to go for the next game, I think. Just waiting on the players to accept. Oh, it's going to be epic. God knows when this will finish. We are 3 games in. And if this went best of 13, it would be very, very long. Last match being 18 minutes there. I'd say we've probably averaged... I don't even know what we've averaged. That first game was long. We're an hour and 20 minutes in. Well, an hour and a quarter into the set. Maybe, yeah, just we're slightly over an hour into the set. We're averaging like 20 minutes a game here. Something changed. Someone left. Okay. Oh, Vodka left. Are they switching around? Is that the point? But then there's no point, because if you surrender... I guess, actually... Yeah, they want HighDough to be last, because if someone surrenders, they don't want the money to go to HighDough, I think is the point. Because that would still matter. Because you are allowed to transfer cash over. Or at least... Yeah, exactly. Money and supplies and existing army is okay, exactly. Okay. Alright then. Game number 4. Let's see what the what Team Hassan can do with these armies then. Speaking of Hassan, it is him we start with. He is playing in red as Vanilla GLA. He is supported by the demo in the green. Back to green for HighDough here. And right hand side, Vodka with that team playing in purple as V China. Down at the bottom, Druncle in support playing as the tank general in cyan. Then we have got Targaryen in the gold as laser. And right hand side is Egg. He is playing as the GLA stealth general in blue. Okay. Wasn't really convinced by the build order. Is this going to be a it is going to be a licks again, isn't it? I mean, what is it going to be actually? Okay, there's the airfield, right? All right, okay. See, the thing is that the top team probably expect it. However, can they do anything about it? Can this Licks really be... I actually almost wonder if the best bet they have is to fight fire with fire. The trouble is that the stealth's really effective against that because you don't know where the tunnels are, so it's very, very risky. I'm going to see a drop here. Is he going for these oils? He is. Targaryen being a tiny bit naughty with the that trick there. Technically, I don't think you're actually allowed to do that. He's going to go for the 4 oils and then he's just going to spam to hell then. Okay. Probably some sort of Toby spam. Which can also be very, very powerful against the GLAs. Interesting Hassan not opting to take 4 oils himself, actually. I'm kind of surprised by that. There's no way he's getting them. On a month of Sundays. Egg immediately denies. Targaryen's going to get these oils. These oils are just going to come in. Okay, he could stop it. Oh, he does get one. Okay, he does get one. That's nice. Nicely done there by HighDough. And he's going to get 2 himself. So it's even Steven. Oh, no, it's not because he lost both these. Of course he did. Licks is out. Ooh, that survives. Ah. Ouch. Oh my god, he cancelled it on 100%. And he's about to lose his other dozer. Ah. He should have just committed to building that, surely. Surely, surely, surely. Although, hang on a minute. Behind this is getting absolutely wrecked by the tech RPGs. Okay. Licks goes down. The war factory goes down. And he has lost the air. This is what I mean. Imagine he committed to at least getting the airfield. He could have spammed a lot of MiGs. But yeah, the tank's getting wrecked. That's a nice tunnel from HighDough, actually. Would like to see him utilise that. Ah, he's got himself that. Ouch. Okay, so the China is going to be out here then. And at this point, you just sell everything and you just don't give the XP away. Yeah, surely. That might as well stay. That's useless. Take the money for it at the very least. I don't know where Vodka's looking here, actually. I mean, surely sell these. You're just giving XP away. You're making it harder for your mate to stop this. Okay, that is pretty nice. And that is going to get swept up. Yeah, it is. Okay. Vodka has been defeated. Transfer of... So that is fine. You're not allowed to transfer like a war factory, but transferring just a supply is absolutely fine. There's no reason for that to cause any issues. Power's already been destroyed. The other team know that. But yeah, nice positions here from both. Actually, this isn't really getting made the most of. What is HighDough doing then? Not a lot by the looks of it. Although, as I say that, doesn't get greedy. He knew that that was risky, so he just goes for the 1. That's okay. Targaryen, not really doing too much himself, in fairness. Oil's now coming in here for Hassan. Yeah, this game's playing out very, very differently then. Ooh, okay, that's actually an egg tunnel. That initial harassment on the tank was very, very nice. Really did cause significant damage. Technical does go down. Is there a palace? 25%. Ooh. So that army's now trapped. But I think he's probably got enough with these 2 to hold on. Yeah. That quad is beautiful. And these just might as well run away. Because you can't stop this now. So that's good. Hassan holds. Very important that he did so. It's a guy with a very, very scary army now. And there's no palace in sight for either player. Is he on search and destroy? He is. So is the USA going to call trumps here? Because it is on the 4 oils. 3 oils, I should say. And HighDough's just stuck on tier 1 units, not really able to do anything. He's better off just pushing here. Like, you can't stop that. So just go in there, get everything you can, push here, and cause a problem for your opponent. And help your mate out in the process. Yeah, no good. He has got the palace now, but look at the XP. Targaryen wants these oils as well. Okay, there's the push. That's what he should have been doing ages ago. Nice hijacker. HighDough's still going to come out on top. And this is the XP he needs to actually have a chance here. Ooh. Palace gets headbutt. Is he going to get the upgrade? Oh my god, he's not going to get the demo upgrade in time. Oh dear. And there are elixirs. I mean, why have you got 3 tunnels up? Okay, it's going to come out on top though. This is nice. Unfortunately, his base has been wrecked and he hasn't got anywhere near 3-star and he hasn't got the demo upgrade. So he's pretty cooked. Hassan is nearly on a palace. So it is Hassan versus the world, but he's about to find out. Okay, there's 1 quad, but he knows he can't fight that. Nearly lost the quad. I think he did just save it. Yeah, he did. HighDough sells up, starts to rebuild the palace. But he's pretty dead, and there's no reason he can't surrender at this point. Okay, the bus clears this up. So yeah, these now are just useless. Because HighDough doesn't have anything. Yeah, nothing the top team can do now at this stage, I'm afraid. I'm fairly confident this is a 2-2. We're now at that stage where if I was asked the question if there was a DC, what would I do? And the answer is the bottom team would win. Because what are they going to do, really? Hassan's trying. He's got the buggies, but yeah, look at the amount of veterancy he's got now. It's going to put him in a corner, though. And then immediately retreat. HighDough actually incredibly did get a buggy out himself, but wasted it. Whoa. He surrendered and cancelled the palace immediately from HighDough there. Okay, nice pick off. We'll lose a buggy and a tentacle for it. So the army has been whittled down. But Ed can just use this time to get bigger. And if that goes down, which it probably is, Hassan is going to be on just the 1 island. Yeah, that's dead. These oils are getting taken. There's actually no booby trap in place anymore. Yeah, there's nothing Hassan can do. There's too much. There is too much. All good. No problem. Yeah, this is over. In fairness, in this situation where the game's completely over, I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? Let's be honest. It doesn't really matter. Probably didn't need to tell him in that situation. Hassan at this point knows the game's over. He's just running down the clock, per se. But yeah, his base is just about to get wrecked. And the mines are in, and the rest of his army's here. I think he's just having fun at this point. He knows it's over. The entire base is pretty much gone. GG, there it is. Yeah, very well played from the bottom team, and indeed the armies there were superior. So 2-2. We are at. Update the score. There we go. That's funny. Every time I say Targaryen, I just say it wrong. It's quite funny. But I'd rather not correct it. I'd rather just be keep the comedy going. No one wants perfection. Hello there, Rafe. Good to see you. Dear. Can't help get involved with a few team games. Yeah, nice so far. It's looking pretty even. But yeah, what map will they go for next? I'll remind myself of the map. So we've had Twilight Flame and Defcon, but I think Defcon can be played. I think it was forced to be first. Fine. Didn't actually specify that, I don't think. That might actually just... Oh, server... Oh, yeah, server tournament rules. Because that kind of overrules this as well. I should probably keep an eye on that. Let's see. Players must be on blah, blah, blah. No power spam. Quitting mid set. Yeah, fine. Top section leaderboard. Yeah, fine. I'm probably blind and probably... It'll almost certainly say somewhere. Philippines. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, it'll probably say somewhere. But, yeah, fine. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Oh, Jesus. It's a long one. Okay. Yeah, fine. Team. Ideal. I think Druncle just briefly went AFK. Egg's back. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see what we get then. I am playing, or the Hard Army is playing as Druncle. We need to remember that. He's China. Okay. Yeah, he already knew. They're obviously on voice. Brave said, I swear 50k is the only thing everyone's done. By the way, that wasn't 50k, mate. That was a 10k. Very rare to see. Yeah, that was actually a 10k 3v3 on Twi. This is a 10k 3v3 no rules tournament. So yeah, not very often you see Twi play, but it's actually, it can play quite nicely. Druncle made a fair point about the lag on that map though. Something that hopefully will get fixed in due course. Vodka's coming in now. What army was he though? Ooh, interesting. So it's a super weapon supported by 2 nukes against a China. A demo and a US. It's that USA is the problem. That USA is a real problem. Targaryen USA against HighDough nuke is not what you want at all. It's a bit rip actually. But if the SWG can provide support, I guess actually all the SWG needs to do is provide some missile defenders, right? Because then the nuke can just spam GATs. The GATs are good against the men and also any MiGs that come from the China. Leaving just nuke versus demo on the flank. So actually, it might not be too bad. So yeah, HighDough just needs to spam GATs, basically. That is the key. Do you know what is crazy, right? What I find completely mad is that Legionnaire's streaming at the same time, right? And he's got, what, 700 viewers just watching him play some casual FFAs. And then you've got this really quite epic 3v3 set. And there's 15 of you. Baffling. But there you go. I'm going to put it down to lack of awareness. Probably didn't really promote it that much. If we had thought ahead, if we knew that Legionnaire was streaming, probably could have got something happening there. But that's alright. As far as I know, the whole... because YouTube does this whole raid, equivalent to a raid from Twitch now. So, as far as I know, it works. But if we knew and planned ahead, then maybe we could have got some sort of leggy raid. And for this actually could have been quite nice. Okay. Just waiting on the players to return. And then we shall be good to go. Team Druncle's ready to roll. And Team Vodka. That was a BRB. Do you know what's really annoying, right? Is it would be good to know the time that people sent these messages so you know how long it's been. That's something they should put in Generals Online, you know. Like, just a little time indicator. But I don't know if they have, actually. Now that I think about it, maybe they have done that. I can't remember. I've only been on it a few times. But if they haven't done that, they should. That would actually be really nice. Decide the time would be nice. I'll tell you what, it'd be a long old way to get there, though. A very long way to get there. We're at 2-2 right now, and we're weighing a fair bit in between games. I don't want to sound impatient, but equally, yeah, we need to get cracking. Hello, Deadly Phoenix, who says, think SWG should build Iraqs and drop USA and then defend the nuke base. I don't think it should drop the USA. I think it should just drop his teammate. I don't think you can't really drop, you can't do both. So it's one or the other, basically. Alright, Vodka is back then, so we should be good to go. So yeah, let's see what happens. The Vodka nuke versus the egg demo is going to be very interesting. And actually that could end up being pretty decisive, I think. Alright. Well, we start then with the top team. It's Targaryen in the gold, playing as Vanilla USA. Targaryen. We've got Druncle here in the cyan as V China supporting him, and supporting Egg, we've got the GLA Demolition General for him. And then we've got Vodka here playing as the nuke, supported by Hsn'Leb in the red as SWG, and then at the top, or left, or bottom left, whatever you want to call it, we've got HighDough playing in green as nuke. Okay, so it's going to be barracks. He's not going to drop a dozer by the looks of it. He's actually going to keep the CC, which I think is a sensible shout. So he's going to go for the oil grab at the same time then, for sure. Ooh. loses an MD in that. Okay, that's fine. You can go. Standard build for Targaryen. Interesting. It's going to let Druncle take his oils. Greedy Vodka, okay. I am a little bit surprised he's going for this. Although I guess if he at least attempts to go for these, it gives him a higher chance of getting these oils, which he hasn't even got Redguard ready for. They are going to go aggressive. Hassan is going to just about get that barracks in. And lose the dozer in the process. He does sell the CC in the end. Ooh, Gat comes in. Very nice. So that is the tactic then. They're going aggressive. Targaryen at this point knows exactly what that V's intention is. So it doesn't beat around the bush. Alright. And Targaryen is in massive, massive trouble. Kind of done by the traditional MD. I mean, yeah, this was cool by Deadly Phoenix. This was cool by him. This does work very, very nicely as well. Really, really does. Ooh, here comes the tech support from Egg. He is in the nick of time. I think Hassan's gotten a little bit distracted back here because... Has he lost his dozer? Oh no, don't tell me he's been hunted. Oh, he has. Wow, Egg, you absolute villain. Gets himself that. That tech, I think, has hunted Hassan. There is a licks from the China here. It's going to get pretty wrecked, but still needs to rebuild his power. Okay. Targaryen survives. And didn't really take too much economic damage. Lost to Chinook. That's about it. Oh, that super tech is disastrous. Oh, he wastes it. He has wasted it. Ah, Egg. The only problem is with Egg helping him that much is that Vodka has had a real strong foothold in this area. Not really paying attention to any of his units, interestingly. So it's another kind of topsy-turvy match here. But the real damage was on Hassan, I think. Getting hunted. That is very, very painful. Whoa, he is, yeah, that stops now, okay. That is going to get caught, for sure. That is dead. Yeah, okay. Hassan is now down to just the 2 barracks, though. And that's all he has, Chinook-wise. Yeah, Hassan's on his knees here. Ooh, that is really annoying. Ah, super annoying. And that's very nice as well. That Battlemaster could take the dozer for free. Isn't going to, because another Lix is going to come in. Very nice drops here. Ooh, good laser lock. Okay. Gonna need to laser lock his life out of these quads, though. For some reason, Egg deciding to retreat there. That's a bit of a weird decision, if you ask me. Very nice relock, but in the end does lose the 2. And these... Ooh, what is that Lix doing? Off you pop, son. Yeah, a bit of a wacky game, this. HighDough is now going to take this... he's actually going to build his prop there in a really odd position. Why are you building it in front of the supplies? What are you doing? And this is the scary army then for Vodka, who is on the 2, or on this oil. He's on these 2 oils. Hassan has 2 oils, and that's it. And all the dropping capabilities of the world, thanks to that. Gats come in. Actually, the Gats are going to slow the MiGs down here. I think that's a bit of an error. I think he needs to go for that. But here's the real danger. Yeah, he cancels that. Realises he needs to keep that alive. Targaryen is going to push, however. Yeah, action all over the place. This palace being stopped is pretty critical, actually. Egg's forgotten to take that out. And the team's just struggling to deal with us. I think they're waiting for the right moment to come in. That's exactly now. Gats will focus that. And that frees up. Oh, I think they should just about hold this. It's going to be tight. The more damage this army does, the better it is for the bottom team. Just need to kill. Is it the... Oh, it's the dozer he wants. Oh, my word. He crushed it. He got it. He got it. Wow. Okay. And does he definitely not have another one? Nope, I don't think he does. Does finally go down. Thing is, Druncle does have everything he needs. He's on 2 airfields, he's got barracks, he's got a war factory. There's nuke MiGs are going to happen at some point, though.
Search and destroy.
S&D in play now for Targaryen. And Lotus now coming in for HighDough. He's going to start getting some more money in himself. Another drop from Hassan, whose effectiveness at this point is probably 0. And that bee does get dealt with. Is Vodka low power right now? Yes, he is. Okay. Because of the nuke being built. This is a very, very scary army. This is where the nukes can become very overpowered. Want to make sure that ECM doesn't beam. Oh, I see demo upgrade. Okay. That's something. That's a lot of MiGs. Very, very nicely done there. And top team are going to hold. Meanwhile, there are some MiGs here. MiGs here. What am I talking? Oh, wow. Ouch. Yeah. There you go. Nuke MiGs in play. There's another airfield. Didn't actually see that airfield. That is going to get pulled back over here. Very nicely done there by Vodka. He's just going to build another one in return. Vodka's floating massively as well. Yeah, demo bikes, MiGs, all combining to good effect here. Bottom team got to be careful. They don't want to waste completely. Whoa, the MiGs, what are they doing? Vodka could shoot them, actually. Oh, Hassan, actually, very good quit. Very good quit, sir. Because I think he had some money then as well. Nuke MiGs actually did hit that in the end, alright. So yeah, HighDough's the one that's going to get Hassan's stuff, but... actually, I don't even know who got... I think it was Vodka. I don't even know who it was. Oh, it was HighDough. Okay. But I think this game's over. And the nukes have carried it. Only the one oil left there then. But he is on these two as well. So plenty of income still for Vodka. That looks like a mine drop, but where is it? And where did the artillery go? The artillery, alright, that was on the airfield and nearly took the supply as well. MiGs very indecisive. And there are plenty of nuke MiGs. And that's a scary army. That is a very, very scary army. Yeah, Targaryen's just noticed for Egg that he hasn't got his oil. That's really painful. Egg is 3-star, so one good memorable ambush could be epic, but where's the CC? Oh, building. There's your answer. Targaryen is going to get himself to 3 stars as well. He's on 3 stars. He's going to get a CC in now. That is surely too much for the bottom team here. It's a pretty big wave of green and purple. And with the EC, yeah. Oh, Lotus going on a bit of a jolly up. I'm not sure whose Lotus it was, but it goes down. And that is a very solid cleanup. Just the one Overlord left now. I mean, the bottom team should be winning this, but if they're going to be that wasteful, then maybe not. Demo Rebel Ambush is available to them now. Going to have to use their general promotions very, very carefully. There's a double A10 available, presumably. Oh no, there's a single A10 because he got Pathfinders for some reason. Not entirely sure why he got Pathfinders, but there we go. So yeah, A10 comes in, just the gap. One B down. That is a demo bike. That is another Jarman. What the hell have I just seen? Some tank hunters just completely blitzed in front of me. Okay, that bus is going to get wrecked. Doesn't actually take anything for its troubles there. Whoa. But the general promotions for the nukes should be pretty on. Like, they're going to help a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4 war factories. Whoa, okay. HighDough is at least trying to spend his money. Bit of a death march for these tank hunters in all likelihood. Given that there are nuke MiGs on the field. Yeah. That is a lot of nuke MiGs. And there is actually a nuke ready. Where is that going to... Where even is the nuke? There it is. Where is it going to fire is the question. On the oil? On the oil. Yeah, 2 oils arms dealer supply. That is a very nice hit. Very, very nice hit. Now, Targaryen actually building... That's kind of nice, building an airfield for him to keep a MiG. Druncle's use pretty much is limited to that now. But yeah, bottom team... I mean, look at these rally points. Just spamming whatever he can to be as effective as possible. But, I mean, look at that. Egg space getting absolutely destroyed. And he's on markets and a palace now. He is trying to build a Scudstorm. That's an EMP. Pretty nice EMP, because that means the A10s can't get used if they were, even if they were available. GG, says Targaryen. Is that going to be the team dropping out? Excuse me. Yeah, Druncle GG's, Egg GG's. Yeah, they know it's over. And that is a 3-2 lead. But once again, I do think that the bottom team had the better armies there. Yeah, 3-2 lead for Team Hassan. Yeah, nice call from Deadly Phoenix there. It was, it is obviously sort of a classic build that you can do. But yeah, it worked well. Hello, Jacob. Good to see you, my man. I am good, thank you. Well done, obviously, on the other note. That was actually a genuinely very enjoyable set. Thing is, when I play sets like that, it's kind of motivating to play more, but then I realise that life's busy, and then it's just really, really tough. If I could play more, I would. I really would. In fact, if I could retire early and just play 0 hour all day, I would. What a life that would be. I'm kidding, I wouldn't actually do that. I would get bored. Druncle, egg, Targaryen. Alright. Sorry, I was just realising I had a bit of a clash on the weekend, which is pretty much my life at this time of year. Oh dear, it's funny. RVB says, big set on our hands. Very well played, Team Sun. I agree. Anti-Slayer. Alright. Actually, this has been quite a quick turnaround for the standards. A lot of stake here, so don't mind the players taking a few seconds to decide on things. No problem in that at all. We will do a prompt in 15 seconds. Bang on 9:30 in my time. So it's very odd that Druncle HighDough keeps like unselecting. I guess I don't know if Vodka's normally not on voice. I don't know if that's the case tonight or not. I'm actually genuinely not sure. I'm gonna check that actually. He can hear. He might be actually. He might be. All right. Next game. Alright then, so we start bottom left hand corner with Druncle. He is playing as Cyan as the SWG. He's supported by one nuke here of Targaryen in the gold, and then another one by Egg in the blue. And then we've got Vodka here as the demo in purple, supported by the V China for Hsn'Leb in red. And then to the left of him is HighDough in the green as Vanilla USA. Gonna be tricky this for the top team. I'm not entirely sure what their best tactic is to do well here. And will the bottom team just copycat? Because it is very, very difficult to stop. I guess they could fight fire with fire, but not going to be the case. But yeah, it is very, very tough. Maybe you need a preemptive firebase. That could maybe help. Yeah, 2 war factories. Actually, there's the drop. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if the preemptive firebase would be a good shout here. Because if you know what they're going to try, then you might as well try and stop. You like that. What is he referring to? I don't know what he's talking about. Okay, drop comes in then. Good job he didn't build a firebase, it would have been pretty wasted. And he immediately needs to be laser locking. Where is he looking? Oh dear. It is a disaster. Slightly ambitious tunnel there by Vodka. The sun does get the oils in, but HighDough's already dead. So... ooh, could that red guard save? No, he actually retargets to be there. What on earth? I guess it will stop them, but... Laser lock's good. That gas should go down. Does go down. Okay. Crusader's doing a bit of a job. And the Gats can actually come in. Maybe a true cooler would be a good thing to build here. Ah, Hassan, where are you looking? Ooh, we actually have a killed oil. Okay. And Vodka has taken this bottom right position entirely. I think HighDough's actually done alright here, you know, all things considered. I think he's done alright. Pulls the Chinooks just in time. Bottom right is causing the bottom team some serious problems. And yeah, Dozer goes down. That's pretty massive, actually. I mean, HighDough is going to die, but I think he's done his job. Okay, now the Troop Crawler comes in, but that Troop Crawler could have come in sooner. But with 3 Gats, should get dealt with. Yeah, does. Yeah, they're even going to hold that. HighDough's still alive. He's kept a Chinook. He ain't done yet. Oh, Vodka's been so deadly here, though. That is a dead Dozer. He's still got one over there. Immediately drops a propaganda. There's Vodka. Oh, no, Vodka actually... Oh, see, so Hassan's gone full oils here. He's gone full greed. And he's making it work. Because he's on the 3 war factories. And he's also building up elixirs. Vodka actually could now consider getting these oils, and that is exactly what he's going for. But has he got the money to defend this, is the problem. Possibly not. Can't imagine he's got very much to pop, actually. Because he's kind of used everything he could. Meanwhile, Hassan is going to try and be greedy and take these areas. Targaryen is now on the... he's actually got a Lotus, starting to take oils for himself, but the Overlord is suicide for these Gats. However, not for much longer. Does he go for the Lotus first? Yep. Nicely done. And everything gets wrecked. Really nicely done from Hassan. And Targaryen for now is on just that 1 oil. Probably won't keep it for too long. Bottom right, however, there's some success with Druncle. Are they going to be on alphas soon? Maybe that is their ticket back into this game. So I think top team right now are the ones looking better. Ooh, Lixus need to be careful. Sun knows it. Interesting game. I think what we need to see are Megs now. Whoa, he's diving on in. He's going to take a Dozer. Yeah. Don't think I'd have driven that way. He couldn't go south though either, to be fair. Yeah, they all go down, but did he hunt Targaryen? I think he did. No, he didn't. He didn't hunt him. Okay. So those elixirs didn't really achieve all that much, actually. And Egg is now going to take these oils for himself. Is the pendulum swinging? Because the thing is for Hassan... Oh, he's actually taking some damage in his base now as well. Demo bikes are going to come in, but he hasn't got the demo upgrade yet. That's a bit of a boo-boo, as Excal would say, but it is all going to get dealt with. He's going to... I'll tell you what, actually. Maybe not. Egg is now getting himself nuke migs. It was looking good for the top team, this. The airfield does just go down there. Very annoying, actually, that for Hassan. Has to rebuild that now. Yeah, the trouble there, I think, was the USA didn't die. And actually, they're going to be on alphas soon. That's the level 3 for Hassan, is that going to be... It's probably going to be... Because he thinks he's hunted, right? So it's going to be... Actually, Druncle's trying to intercept that. That's really, really nice. Is he actually going to lose a V for it? Oh my god, he lost a V for it. It's actually quite funny. And Targaryen, though, has a dozer. Little to Hassan's knowledge, I think he thinks he's hunted. Hey, that Spectre went somewhere over... Oh, it took the oils out. Okay. That hurts. Actually, Vodka's pretty wrecked here, I have to say. I think he's got supplies and that's it. That's an alpha. And Nuke Migs. Ooh, does get the alpha, actually. Okay. Can he get the dozer? No. There's your answer. Yeah, there's no chance for the top team now. I think the only problem they had with Hassan having... That's some nice laser locks. I'd expect all of this to go down, though. Yeah. Does all go down. Demo Bike's coming in, but the micro's on point. Does lose some gats, but probably not enough. Yeah, what I was trying to say was the V China having the oils. Ooh. Oh, he gets a licks for it as well. Wow, that was actually kind of cool. Yeah, the trouble is you're V China, so your units are a bit rubbish. That's the only problem with going for 6 oils. Whereas if someone like Vodka at least took his own oils, it would have given him a better chance to hold this. Then he gets these oils, and then it mothballs from there. So maybe... Most definitely that was an error on their part, I think. I think Hassan should have just gone for the 4. So yeah, bottom team have got this now. Hassan is trying. He has the money. But... what can they do? Yeah, HighDough's surrendered. He hasn't got anything anyway. Another alpha coming in. Not sure what that hit, actually. But even the Nuke Migs now. Straight on the bus. And on the airfield. Gets a dozer. And there's even Kashaks coming in now. Very, very nice. Yeah, well recovered from the bottom team, because they were looking in a pretty desperate way at one point. That is going to be a very, very nice carpet on the airfield, though. Really nice carpet, actually, has to be said. Doesn't matter. You can do all the nice carpets in the world, but unfortunately... what are you going to do against Alpha? Well, Alpha's in a bit. Nuke Migs. Mass blobs of V's Avenger. The Overlord ECM army. Demo Bike not paying attention. Actually could have got in that. Yeah, that's over now, I'm afraid. That is very, very over. Yeah, GG. There it is. Nice try from the top team. But yeah, that's over, and it goes 3-3. Once again, the superior armies, or the expected superior armies, going on to win there. Get the score to 3-3. That's funny. Playing ZH for a living sounds about it. Yeah, I mean, obviously not actually for a living. That's not what I was trying to suggest. If I could play a bit more, though. Actually, that's a very good point. Defcon B3 picks on there. I'm assuming that's the question. I'm pretty sure that's what he's asking about. I will check with RVB. See if that's the situation or not. Interesting. Just waiting on RVB to let me know the answer to that. We shall see. Whilst waiting for an answer, might as well all right. Just waiting on RVB to let us know. They've actually got some thing going on that's quite nice. Very good. But yeah, they're on a 2-minute delay, so we won't immediately see this. Should just about be hearing it now. Okay. Oof. Yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point. The Vodka is the only problem is if he did that, I would not be around to stream it. Is the downside. Alright, Armored Fury it is. I'm pretty sure it's ranked. Maybe it's not actually. There we go. Okay. Oof. Yeah, big one. What have we been doing so far? I mean, best part of 2 hours. Slightly more than that, maybe. Been a very good set though. 3-3. Not a lot to separate them. Uncle 3, Egg 3, Targaryen 3, 4-4-4. Okay. I'm seeing many a GLA and a single USA, from what I could tell. Could get long, could get messy. Having said that, on this map, not always the case. Right, that's that done. Let's have a little look then. So we've got GLA, 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 and yeah, it is. And the USA is a super weapon, so gonna have a hard time there. Alright. Hassan then here. HighDough there. And Vodka there. It is a GLA stealth GLA, is it? So yeah, stealth with 2 GLAs, is that right? Oh no, a demo. So the demo, yeah, demo stealth GLA up against super. The super's there. Super weapon's gonna have a really hard time here, I think. Really hard time. I actually could see this going 4-4 quite quickly. Because I think the super weapon general will just have such a rough time. But maybe Targaryen can have some success against HighDough here. So he's going to have to be pretty aggressive, I think. If HighDough can hold, however, I think the bottom 2 here absolutely wreck the SWG here. And I don't think Druncle's going to be able to support as the demo. So yeah, I'm going to predict a quick 1-1 here. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong plenty of times before. Alright. 3-3, match number 7, in we go. Even set, we could be here another hour, yeah, well, at least another hour, I think, LBC. I think at least another hour. But all for it. Alright, top left, we start with Targaryen in the gold, playing as VGLA. He's got an SWG for Egg here in the blue, and they are both supported by the demo of Druncle here on the left-hand side. It is a straight up left versus right. Hassan here at the back, supporting as the stealth general, supporting Vodka as the demo in purple, and then also supporting the GLA of HighDough. Okay. How is the build going to be for these players? And how hard is this going to be for Egg? I think the answer's very. Very, very hard. I really do think so. There's just so many ways that the GLAs can stop them. That's a beacon, yeah. So Egg does know that exists. I actually think that worker's going to go in there just to secure it, right? Yeah, it does. Okay. That terrorist might actually get to that worker in time. Did we get a dozer drop? He's just worked. I think that should have been dropped. I think it could have been dozer dropped to harass the suppliers. I mean, there, for example. That would have been a pretty nice move. Is he going to get that? Oh my god, he does. Very nicely done there. Oh, he could have got that. He just misses it. That's a missed opportunity there, actually, for Vodka. Could just load up the TT, though. Realistically, he's going to get it. I don't know if there's any way of stopping that. Or is he going to just go for the power? Ah, not quite. Okay. Neither one or the other, actually. So yeah, good start. Hassan is actually trying to put some pressure on Druncle's base. Is it filled? It is. That is going to be some harassment, I'm sure of it. Ooh. Bit wasteful in the end there from Vodka, actually. Nice harassment from Hassan. And Targaryen and HighDough. A bit of a stalemate. Needs to probably get a tunnel there, though. Otherwise, he's going to be open to some serious harassment. As is the case here, actually. So are the right team doing enough here? Okay, nice sweep up there. I'm amazed Egg's alive, actually, if I'm completely honest. I am kind of surprised. I thought he'd be completely shredded by now. But he's still here. Power did go down there, but his boxer's dozer. Ooh, that is going to go down, yeah. It's a tech RPG. And it's wasted once again. Nice to deny the expansion here for Hassan. Or from Hassan, I should say. Ooh, TT is that. That's nice. Actually, that's massive damage on Druncle, isn't it? His entire economy gone. Does have a little bit of a flow, and it's a good job he does. Nice expansion here, actually, from Vodka. And here, he's actually on the 3... Oh, he's on 3 supplies, okay. Doing very, very nicely here. Oh my god, it's going to heal itself, and it's going to make it even harder to kill. He has to cancel it as a result. Yeah, that is painful. Ooh, push here, though, from Targaryen. Actually, these techs are gonna deal with damage, aren't they? And he's gonna end up with an absolute ton of scrap techs. Oh dear. Where are the quads? Okay, they have to go back, but yeah, where are the units for HighDough? And what is that? Oh my absolute god, what is going on there? That is the worst box I've ever seen in my entire life. Meanwhile, there's a push from Vodka. That is abysmally bad. Oh dear. Ooh, nice pop. V does go down. Vodka knows what he has to do. He has to hold him off whilst getting to that palace. And yeah, that is the... I think what they really need to do is just TT this tunnel and then double... I'm amazed that tunnel's still there, actually. Yeah, Druncle took some pretty severe damage earlier, didn't he? And he's going to continue to get harassed. Yeah, ouch. Very, very painful. There's only so much these can really do. Targaryen is giving it a good go, actually. He is giving this a right good go. I mean... HighDough's not going to do anything when he's collecting like that. That is so bad. So Hassan knows he's just got a counter-attack. He's basically abandoned ship on his teammate. Vodka is just holding him off as long as possible. Does get another V there. Does he get it? Yeah, he saves it. That's massive. Absolutely massive. He could get himself another one as well. No. A couple of scrap donos do come in. These are some very nice technicals, actually. Has to be said. Ooh, he's been hunted. Okay, I missed that. That's pretty big. Because this is it now. And the demo bikes are going to be coming soon, so... Power's going to go down, yeah, okay. Last dozer gets found. Yeah, this is where it goes down. As good as Targaryen's done... He has been a bit slow taking HighDough out. HighDough actually needs to probably surrender. HighDough does surrender. Vodka question mark. Oh. Oh, we missed it. Ah, such a shame. Ah, that would have been so much fun to have seen. Because the demo upgrade's in. Yeah, that's it. That's over. I'm afraid. Even Druncle has been wrecked at his base. It's only Targaryen that's alive, but he's only now building his palace. And look at this, Hassan also on a palace. So yeah, there's no hope, I'm afraid. Absolutely no chance anymore. And actually, this gets held. I really wish I saw that. I was probably at about 6 minutes in, that was. Ooh. Nice pickoffs. Gonna need a few more of them, I think. Hey, he was trying to be a bit greedy, was he? Where is that terrorist going? He's going to try and deny that, is he? Okay. But either way, there's not really anything the left team can do now, I don't think. It's going to be very, very tough. Yeah, that tentacle wants to come in and try and take that out. Doesn't quite do it in time. Could blow up the technical. Yep, does. Will he get it? It's so close. Oh my word. Just holds on to it. These super techs are still going around being annoying. Probably need to send 2 of these. Not that it really matters. It's going to be producing so slowly now. Okay, these tentacles are finally going to go down. They've done very, very well, though, for Hassan. Really, really well. I'd like to see these two Denver bikes kill that, actually. Or just... Oh, wow. That is a lot of ease going down. There's not really anything you can do to stop it. I think Egg should just quit at this point. In fact, I think the entire left team probably need to quit. Egg has now quit. Okay, that was a good decision. Targaryen has done as well as he possibly can this game, but it is not going to be enough. Nice Doxon tractor. Has to be said. Getting the money's worth, says Solo. Yeah, I am inclined to agree with him there, actually. But this is a very scary army from HSN. Hassan, HSN, however you want to say it. It is a scary army. Either way. Nice force fire. Actually, that might not have been a force fire. That probably was not that. Yes, Targaryen now getting forced off this position, then. The buggies probably are just going to gun that down. Jarman dies. CC is probably going to go down. Okay, he's going to try and trap him this end. This is nice, actually. Very, very nicely played there by Targaryen. Probably isn't going to be enough, though. Druncle is giving this a good go, but can he fight it on two fronts? Skeptical. Targaryen's actually he's actually flowing considerably here. Don't know how. He has been spending the money. Must be on the loads of cash bounty or something. HSN is 70. He's only on the 10% actually. It's actually Hassan that's on the triple bounty by the looks of it. Yeah, this position's now been deleted. They are slowly getting pushed back here. I think Druncle's done well considering that his base was wrecked not that long ago. Oh, I keep needing to... Oh, they've both gone AWOL anyway, that's fun. So yeah, a bit of a GLA, all GLA affair. No big surprise there considering we have 5 of them. Yeah, that bounty money's kicking in quite nicely for Hassan, actually. Pretty sure the right team have got it just because they're so far ahead. Do we have anyone building Scud Storms? No, not yet. Would expect to see that in the near future, though. Worker could go there and blow itself up. Yeah, that's exactly what he's going to do. And he's going to do the same there. Yep, nicely done. He's going to push this position. Ooh, demo bike, that's nice. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Beautiful demo bike. It's actually demo upgrade is in for Druncle as well. I hadn't realised that, actually. But that one Scorpion ain't gonna fight it, I'm afraid. And yeah, Druncle knows it. He sells up. Druncle was pretty... He's got some money. We know that Targaryen's got it, but he's lost ground. Yes, actually, no, I tell a lie. He's got this ground back, actually. Yeah, certainly a war of attrition here. Stealth having quite a bit of success, though. 4 arms stealers, the money from the bounty. That's a very, very, very big Demo Rebel ambush. Wow. That's quite a lot. That might just be the final nail in the coffin, actually. That position's going to get broken any second. That quad is going to go down. Yeah, that's dead. And I think we are seconds from the GG. Left team probably know at this point there's nothing they can do. Hassan is on the verge of 5-star. In fact, he's now got that. Targaryen's actually very close to it himself. He farms the XP from HighDough earlier quite nicely. Poor guy. And at this point, I think he just wants to get himself that final star, right? He's very, very close to it. Yeah, there's the Anthrax bomb. Ooh, that's right on top of the production. Targaryen is 5-star, so he can at least save himself now. But where does he save himself? Does he send it here? Does he send it here? I think he sends it here and then defends this as he is. So I'm expecting to see an Anthrax bomb from him. Not that it matters. I think it's too late. I think the right team are going to take this. Would at least like to have seen the Anthrax bomb come in, though. Ooh. Double ambush from Druncle. Alright. Good hit. But I still want to see an Anthrax bomb around here. That's a very nice demo bike. Yeah, there's the Anthrax bomb. Okay. Does... Ooh, gets it. Yeah. Kind of not sure about the location of it. The sun could just go left and up. But look at what they've got. They've got a lot. Interestingly, no scuds going down. They don't really need it. It's just the markets. Well, look how much Vodka's got. The secondary economy is absolutely ginormous. And there's just no way that the top team can keep, or the left team can keep up, unfortunately. Druncle just took too much damage earlier on. Is set miles behind. And Vodka's actually very nearly 5-star himself. Now, Druncle just about 4-star. Shows how far beset he was. I think that's just a distraction sneak. Yeah, it was. We have the upgrades. There's actually... Ooh. So none of the upgrades for Targaryen. That's a big error, actually, because he had a lot of money earlier, so there's not really any excuse for that. You need your AP rockets and your AP bullets. It makes a massive, massive difference. Mind you, probably wouldn't have made much difference this game. Left team giving it all they got, but in the end, not enough. Sneak coming in. This is going to be the final nail in the coffin in all likelihood. Or it's just there for a distraction. Ooh. Yeah, it was just there for banter, wasn't it? Druncle actually was allowed to collect here, which is a bit of oversight from the right-hand team. Yeah, the push is real. A lot of this is GPS as well. That CC is going to go down. Which means no double rebel ambush when it's off cooldown. Yeah, that hurts. Oh, I'm being stupid. He's GLA, isn't he? Of course he is. It's, Druncle does the demo. And he gets his base Anthrax bombed. So it could still cool that. I think it's probably off the cooldown soon. Again, it doesn't matter. I think, this is too big an army now. And there is more and more coming as well. If I'm the left team and I see this, I'll just go, yeah, GG. It's not worth it. Yeah, there you go. Right. Maybe took a little bit too long, but we got there in the end. Yeah, very well played from the Hassan team. They take the lead once again. But what are they realistically going to do about the SWG here? Because that is going to be a problem. I would like to see their plan. So make sure we actually update the score. There we go. Okay. Hassan demo, yeah. So let's just double check. Demo for Hassan, GLA for HighDough, GLA again for Targaryen, Stealth for Druncle, Vodka with the SWG, and Egg with the demo. Yep. Alright, I might as well take the break then. Won't be a minute, guys. See you momentarily. Okay, we're back. Who are we waiting on? Just the Hassan team, but Hassan himself's back. So we will wait on them. Okay. Just waiting on Vodka then. Alright, we're good. Game number 8. And we start then with HighDough. He is playing in the green as Vanilla Jello. We have got Hassan in the red as the demo. He's supporting, going to need to do a serious supporting job here for Vodka in the purple. He's playing as SWG. Opposite him is the demo of Egg, which is he's in blue, supported by the stealth of Druncle in cyan. And then top right, we have got Targaryen in the gold, playing as vanilla GLA. Already looking unfavourable. Although, actually, no, it's not. He is doing this a little bit better, isn't he? Because he's now going to get his war factory back here. Yeah, okay, I like that. Should just about be able to fit the barracks in there. Not sure. If he can, it's going to be very, very nice. Because that dozer now is probably at least going to catch... Yeah. It might not, though. It's going to go back. So it isn't. He knows that he can't stop that. It's basically impossible. But what he can do is buy himself some time. Can he get the barracks here? That is going to be pretty massive if he can't. Okay, he can. I'm assuming it's boxed. I think it is. First Humvee is already out. It's got a Hellfire drone. That is straight on the supplies, and boom goes the supplies. Hsn'Leb immediately counter-attacking. Yeah, he gets it. And he gets a technical for his troubles as well. Very, very nice. Alright, I'd say a better start for this team, actually. So yeah, there's the combat drop that we probably should have seen earlier. This is a very, very ambitious, yeah, that's very ambitious. Where is the con drop? Okay, presumably it's going to go there. Yeah, it does. Right, Targaryen's actually going to take some economical damage here. And that is definitely not going to help him. HighDough with a better box this time, has to be said. And he does deal with this area as well. Okay. This now gets pushed, and this is not going that well for this right-hand team. Not compared to how it did for the left-hand team. Are they going to do it? That is the big question. A lot of pressure on Targaryen to really get a lot of work done on HighDough here. Brave, because that bunker doesn't die until it dies. Yeah, look at that. That was devastating, actually. And Hsn'Leb is being annoying here. In fact, he's being very annoying. Can he get a few more crushes in? It looks like he can. Oh, wow. Oh, that hurts a lot. That hurts. That really hurts. Yeah, very nicely played by Hsn'Leb this game, have to be said. Has to be said. That gets rebuilt, yeah. And the V's come in and Egg's done for. It's pretty RIP. Is this going to be the first time when we don't see the reverse being won? These aren't that filled, actually. Ooh, I don't know about that, though. That's a bit of an overextension there, I think, from Egg. Yeah, the longer HighDough stays alive, the worse this gets now for for this team. In fact, actually, he's competing in this area. Looks like he's not getting trampled this time. Very nicely done from HighDough this game. Sneaky worker. Not entirely sure how it hasn't been spotted yet. I think now it gets spotted. Yeah, I think Egg's pretty cooked, isn't he? That's going to be another TT attempt, but there is so much vision for this team. And both those are still alive for Vodka, actually. So yeah, this is the push then. I think Druncle with quite a lot of technicals, and he is trying to get himself up to the palace, but it might be too little too late. Yeah, Egg realises he has to steal that position. And does. And whilst having a lot of technicals is great against these Humvees, it might not be against the quads. Oh, nice. Actually, that's really nice, to be fair. He has still got the dozer. But that is the S&D slowed down. And I think he was relying on that, because that tech army is going to swoop in. Oh, wow. Just like that. Momentum shifts. Right team doing a very, very good combo job there, has to be said. Really, really nice. Can he pick that off? Yes, shame. I think Hassan doesn't want to overextend here. I think that's what he's just about to do. Very nice from Vodka to use this ambulance to heal these quads quicker, actually. That's kind of cool to see. It's going to lose it, but done its job. Actually gives veterancy away. HighDough is continuing to be annoying. Although that technical is looking a bit random. Okay, in comes Egg. It's going to be annoying here. Reduce Hassan to just the 2 supplies. Yeah, that's the thing about this map, because the this middle guy only really gets the 1 safe. He has to go into the middle, which is a little bit on the unsafe side. Okay, Targaryen is actually having some success then. Is this going to be the same outcome once more? I thought HighDough was doing quite well to defend him, but no, look at that. Targaryen's level 3. I mean, HighDough must be giving so much XP away for that to be the case. But if you don't sell, you're going to make it harder for your team to defend him. And these techs are coming into support now, so these Vs aren't going to have that much success either. Yeah, I think this game was potentially thrown by the left team, actually. Maybe Vodka could get to alphas, maybe. He is on S&D. That's going to help him. Yeah, HighDough has kind of really slowed this team down. Really has. It was doing quite well to hold off Targaryen, and then suddenly his base was dead. Amazing how that happens. And that's a lot of quads. But Hassan is actually... he's got a ton of quads himself. And suddenly these techs are going to get potentially trapped. Although... does he get the hunt? Oh no. If he gets the hunt, that'll be massive. Yeah, he's scared of it. I don't blame him. Get out of there while you can. 100%. Getting hunted now would be a disaster. I think he can safely drop it now, though. Yeah, he can. Okay. Does he get it? Pretty sure he's going to get it. Yeah, he does. Okay, CC is back. The left team are still in this. Just. More XP giving away. Must be very, very frustrating. I must say, I thought HighDough's level was a little higher, actually. I played with him the other day, and he did quite well. He has been struggling up against Targaryen. Targaryen's a good player, though. Yeah, Buggy's in now. So this is what I mean. This is the point where it starts getting tricky. There's still potential for the alphas, though. That could be very nice. TT gets stopped. Alphas on the way. Vodka has got some money for that. Asana's done quite nicely to expand. Would like to see some more, like maybe even some stingers or some tunnels, just to slow down the... Ooh. Vodka's forgotten about his V army. And this is very ambitious from HighDough. Really like low graphics, isn't it? Just look at that. Yeah, this army's cooked. Not really much you can do against that. But in return, Hassan is pushing onto Egg. Pushing with success, it has to be said. What is he trying? Yeah, the bus is what you need here against squads. Hassan knows they can take a lot of damage. And this is now going to get swept up. Very nicely done. Does he at least take that? No. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, nice. Okay. Hassan, is he on a CC? He's building it now. Alpha is in play. But can the Alphas do enough to stop all the GLAs, is the question. Egg is the one furthest behind here. Okay, Alpha does go down. I'm not actually sure that was worth it. Gave a load of XP away. Didn't really kill that much. Yeah, probably not worth it in the end. Spectre does now come in. That is... very ambitious. Yeah. Probably should have just gone for the market, I think. Single A10. Oh, I see. That's what he was going for. Oh, he does at least take the arms dealer in the end. Okay. Ooh. Alpha can't land right now. That is a super tech. This terrain's being very awkward as well. The Vodka. EMP Patriot goes down. Another airfield getting established, and he's just going to give him the song and dance. That's so annoying. Okay, it should go down now. Not really much you can do when you see it from both sides. So I'm trying to expand down here. Might be ambitious. Is ambitious. Yep. And should probably just blow that up. Oh, Vodka, that is sloppy. Doesn't have S&D though, in fairness. So right now we can't rebuild the Alphas. I actually missed that. The S&D going down. Not entirely sure. Oh, I'm guessing actually it was that technical. The super tech, right? Okay, Alpha coming in. The question is, where does it hit? Actually going to re-target itself here. TT gets stopped. But it is tough for this left team. I think the Alpha's probably found its target. If it can get... Ooh, does stop it. Nice. Okay, that was nice. That was a very important Demerable ambush, to be fair, from Hassan. Very nicely saved. Is HighDough kind of wasting time? Maybe. S&D back in play. Okay. Trouble for Vodka is he's going to be out of money fairly soon, and he's up against all of that for the GLA, so it is very, very difficult. Once again, Targaryen playing this very nicely. I think he's had 2 good games in a row, if I'm honest with you. Alpha comes in. That is a beautiful Alpha hit. Does remember the AP bullets this time. He's going to leave a lot of them, actually. Not a lot of nice Alpha hits to be able to get themselves back into this game, realistically. Hello, King Toxic, by the way. Welcome, welcome. Sounds like you had a nice set as well, by the way. I saw the score. Very, very close. It would have been nice to have actually casted that. Ooh. Actually blows more of his own mate stuff up. Yeah. I don't. If you're in HighDough's position, surely you're just thinking, give up. However, if he did give up and it went to Vodka, I think in theory Vodka would have to sell all that, because then it'd be on power. So I don't know if that would work or not. If it goes to Hassan, it wouldn't. It would go to Vodka, I think. Yeah. So we can't really give up. Not with this. Not with selling these 2 buildings. Very nice Alpha once again. No countermeasures for Vodka. It's a bit of an error. I think we should see these 2 Alphas coming in on this army as well. Beacon coming in from HighDough, saying, try and stop this. Vodka's leaflet drop. It's got a long, long way to come. Has to be said. It's got a long, long way to come. But it might hit. It actually does get 2 buggies. Okay. Ooh. Alpha misses the target. Only gets, was it 1 quad or 2? Oh, it does get 2 quads still. But it's not worth it. That is not worth it. Another alpha comes in. Needs to get countermeasures. That's really quite a big error, that, actually. Will save that alpha and does pick off a nice quad for its troubles. More and more alphas coming in. Druncle. Ooh, that's risky. Gets away with it. Vodka is now just solely aiming for the markets of Druncle by the looks of it, but it does have quite a few still. Still really up against it. Big push here coming in now from Targaryen. And HighDough, safe to say, is on his knees. Targaryen has pretty much wrecked him 2 games on the trot, it has to be said. And as well as these 2 guys did, as well as Vodka and Hsn'Leb did, and they really did well, it's probably not going to be enough, in all likelihood. Nice force fire of the buggy. Things we like to see. Ooh. That grenade takes a nice counter, actually, to the angry mob. Now... Still no countermeasures. Ah. Yeah, they're looking to put the pressure on Egg by the looks of it. Now, in theory, if the alpha went there and there at the same time, and whatever's in there gets wrecked. If he sends the other alpha on those 2 now, everything that's in the tunnel dies. Ooh, baited a pop. Very nicely done. Yeah, because right now, those are the only 2 tunnels in existence for Egg. Who's German Kill is that? That must be... Oh, it's Eggs. This supply is just not getting taken by anyone. HighDough does finally quit. These 2 buildings, in theory, do need to be sold. Here's AWOL, that's good. Okay, Alpha missing the target that time. I can't imagine Egg has very much here himself. Gonna sell the supply. It's these 2 buildings that need to be sold, though. Yeah, he does sell them, fair enough. There's fair. I mean, the thing is, right, what makes it awkward? Do you just leave, leave the workers? What else can you really do? I guess he could technically use them to repair buildings. There's no reason he can't do that. Ah, the Scud. Forgot about him. This is where it might get messy. Question is, Scud is... Oh, it's going here. This general area, I reckon. Well, he's low power. Ouch. The only problem there is that he's still got his supply drop zone. 2 of them, in fact. So I actually think there would have been a better target. Or there. And the S&D's kind of kept everything he needed, really. I think, though, it doesn't matter. So I think the right team now are just putting a bit too much pressure on. Hassan just can't quite keep up. It's very, very tough for the left team. I think the left team gave this a good go. Yeah, egg beaconing there for some reason. No idea why. A bit weird. But yeah, there's very few red units, and there's a lot of gold on the map. 2 Scud Storms, 3rd being built, probably a 4th being built somewhere. It's not, but still. Ah, the mobs. Very, very nice. Leaflet drop fairly nicely dodged. Egg beacons here. But yeah. Oh, to remind him of the quad. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. Oh, he actually might take that A10. Yeah, he does. Okay. That's kind of nice. Probably wasn't going to hit, but still. Yeah, Vodka quits, and the GG any second now, I think. GG, there we go. Nice drive from the left team. They had a very good start, but just couldn't quite make it work in the end. So we go 4-4. Hello, Logma. Is this ZH Online? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. To answer your question. Oh, sorry. Do you mean Generals Online? No, so it's on Radmin. So it's 0 hour, but it's not on the what's known as Generals Online. Okay. Alright, I'll be back in just a second, guys. Alright, we're back. Yeah, best of 11 it has changed to, so let's just change that on the... there we go, on the scoreboard. Lovely. Get you recentered. Beautiful. Now they're checking... Oh my word, 4 AM, wow. Yeah, that's pretty epic, to be fair. Very, very nice set, this. 4-4. I've just realised I've not actually awarded the fourth game to Team Druncle either. My mistake. There we go. Yeah, it would be unfortunate to have to cease early, especially how good the set's been. We are pretty much heading to that decider. But, yeah, 4 AM is pretty late. I'll give him that. Epsilon. Okay, is that rank actually? I don't even know. Is it ranked? Epsilon 6. I think it must be. Oh, I've gone way too far there. Epsilon, where art thou? There it is. Okay. Oh yeah, this one. Targaryen, it's freezing. Makes sense. Isn't it always snowy in Game of Thrones anyway? So probably shouldn't be a surprise. Sun, HighDough, Vodka. Yeah, fine. Okay. So yeah, there is that internet risk, admittedly. But hopefully we can carry on. That would be good, because it's been a pretty epic set. I think everyone will agree who's been watching. Just waiting on HighDough and Egg. And then we will crack on. Team 3. There we go. 4, 4, 3, 4, 3, 3. Yes, okay. Cool. So I need to remember what Egg's army is. Hard army is Egg. He is stealth. Okay. I'm seeing an heir. Thus, we haven't seen an heir since the first 2 games, actually. Which is kind of nice. Okay, Imps. Oh, we're just waiting on Druncle. Okay. Right, he's here. Oh, interesting. Okay, so what have we got then? Vodka as the Tox. Hassan as the heir. That's strong. HighDough as the demo. That's a nice set of teams, or set of armies. But opposite them is a infantry. I can see HighDough really struggling with an infantry, actually. Although, Air Force. The Air Force supporting is pretty massive there. So, infantry, stealth, and then super. I think the bottom teams, I think the bottom armies are really strong here. I think it's going to go to a decider. The bottom army is going to win both times here. Tox Air Demo is very, very strong. Very, very strong. So it's going to be tough to stop that. Yeah, I think we're hurtling to a decider here. Just waiting on Vodka and Egg. Okay. Don't want to press it. I'll give him another minute. And then we will get cracking. I know Hassan is conscious of time, so he'll probably be telling his own teammate to hurry up. But yeah, I think the bottom team got plenty of options here. This is a very big map, though, and there is a lot of money in the middle. And because it's such a big map, the super weapon might get a little bit of joy. The trouble is the air is going to probably curtail that potential. The stealth can be very strong here, though. I've seen this a couple of times where HighDough just, like, yeah, I don't even know how he does that. Very, very odd. Okay, let's prompt them then. Again, very odd. Very, very weird that. It might just be some sort of connection thing. Really, really strange. Alright, there we go. Alright, so starting then bottom middle with Hassan. He is in the red as Air Force General. To his right is HighDough in the green as Demo. And to the left, Vodka in the purple as Tox. Opposite them, we've got Egg in the middle this time, interestingly, playing as Stealth. Left-hand side is Druncle as the Super Weapon General. Right-hand side for Targaryen is the China Infantry General. So yeah, Epsilon 6. I actually quite like this map. Supplying your base. 2 oils as well. And then there is a lot of money in the middle. Right, make no mistake about it. This is a lot of money. And there's some here as well. And there are some here too. So yeah, a lot to fight from the middle. The distance between the bases is pretty massive as well. There is a lot of time to get from here all the way to here. Nonetheless, that isn't going to stop Targaryen from trying the truck rush. Force fire could get it. That's a shame. That's a shame. The latency, not perfect, so no big surprise. This box could be dodgy again, you know. Druncle is going to dozer drop the support. That's nice. Because, yeah, without that supporting tunnel... And actually, Hassan kind of ignoring this. I don't know where he's looking. He needs to stop that dozer. Ideally. Ooh. Very, very nicely done. And the other ranger's going to go as well. First Raptor out. Ooh. Does deny it in the end. Okay. And that is a troop crawler. And this is looking pretty nice from the top team, it has to be said. Ooh, Vodka does well with that. With the crushes. That was some really nice crushes. So they are going hell for leather on the air here. And Vodka needs to get a tunnel in his face ASAP. Very, very nice terrorist. Has to be said. Really, really nice. The good news for Hassan is he's going to get the oils at the bottom right at the very least. Oh, Targaryen's having a very hard time crush that. And that is some pretty good pressure there from HighDough. I think that Doze is going to suffer a slow death, but a death nonetheless. Ooh, he loses one. But he is on top of the airfield. The SWG basically has to go for it here. There's not really much choice otherwise. Raptor does go down. Asana's... now he's realised. Okay, this does get swept up then. Very nicely done. If a tunnel gets up, that's where it starts getting very, very difficult. It's a nice idea from the top team to triple the middle. Because they know they gotta try something. It's very, very strong armies. Nicely done from the King. Raptor doesn't actually kill the minigunners though. Oh, there's a drop. Really, really nice drop from Druncle. Can they do this? HighDough... I'm not entirely sure what HighDough's doing. I really don't know. I think he did TT the original war factory, actually, to his credit. I think he did do that, because that was being rebuilt and there's only one, so he must have done something. But he's been pretty untouched. Actually, he's denied that as well. Alright, he has actually done quite well, to be fair. He's slowed down Targaryen. The trouble is that it might not be enough. Another King Raptor out, but that is going to get melted. And Hassan is looking pretty wrecked. I think Vodka is just struggling to support him. Is trying, but is struggling. Hello, Excal. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, Hassan looking pretty cooked then. Very, very nice triple from the top team. And it took a triple to do it. Anything like a... Ah, that's wasted. And HighDough's just throwing units away. If he gets that, that'd be nice. He gets it. That's pretty big. Hassan is definitely cooked, though. He is out. So it's going to be down to Vodka and HighDough. Ooh, does just get that tech. Okay. I mean, Hassan has oils. Got all the money in the world. Can't do anything with it. Who's going to get... I think Vodka should at least get that, though. But, no, it might be too little too late. Hassan quits. And Druncle is going to get himself to search and destroy fairly soon. These oils are just going to get taken out. Don't want to be on 6 oils for Vodka here. It's going to drop the palace down as a result of that cash boost. But Gold is alive. He has a dozer. The SWG very close to 3-star. Could drop the could drop the CC down. Gonna drop the airfield first. Okay. Okay, now we're seeing some pressure from HighDough. This is what he needed to do kind of a while ago, actually. Needed to do more than what he's done. Like that there should be... Yeah. Pressure on. Pressure is very much on. But yeah, Vodka completely cleared out the middle then. So it is looking amazing for this team. Ooh, nice spot though. That is a nice spot. And now the army's committed, but look at this. Nah, no way. That's a sandwich. That is a quad sandwich. Egg has way too much. You have an absolute field day. And this game's over. For sure. There's nothing that this team can do now. Egg's played very well in the middle, actually. It has to be said. He's had a kind of MVP level game here. I really thought the bottom team should be winning this, but what do I know? Yeah, there's even MiGs now. And an Alpha, and if that doesn't make you GG, I don't know what will. He even keeps that alive. Yeah, wrecked. That is over. Egg 4-star, Druncle 4-star, everyone else 2-star. Should the bottom team have done better? Maybe. Should they have seen that coming? Maybe. I mean, let's put it this way. They're going to be ready for it. I mean, HighDough doesn't have anything. The thing is for HighDough, what I will say is, he obviously never gets his oils, right? And it's very difficult when you haven't got that. So he's up against it in that sense, but you gotta put some more on. You gotta get yourself to a 3rd supply quicker. Vodka's quit, yeah. Yeah, this is over. And GG, yeah. I think HighDough or Vodka have GG'd once, actually. They do not have a G key, it seems. Alright. So for the first time this set, Team Druncle take the lead, and they have got decent armies to close it out here and now. I'm pretty sure the top team did the one thing they could here, actually, to win that game. I mean, if you don't take the air out, it's a problem. But they did that very nicely. Triple on the air was what it took. And it worked very, very well. Okay. Yeah, pressure is on the Vodka, Hassan, HighDough team here. Big time. Because I think they've just lost with the better armies here. But, you never know. They might be able to pull it off. Maybe HighDough does a YOLO licks and pray that the air doesn't go for an airfield, maybe. But the air is. He's stealth. Yeah, the air is gonna get King Raptors surely, because against the SWG and against the Imp, so there's no way he wouldn't. I think the top team literally did the one thing that they could have done then. So that means the top team here have to do the same thing. But that means the bottom team just prep for it. And I'm fairly sure that the air will drop a firebase there to cover it off. Because that's what Hassan needed in that last game. That would have made all the difference. Another massive moment, actually, was the dozer drop from Druncle probably won them the game because it denied two oils for Hassan. It also denied the worker, even more importantly, from Vodka. So that drop pretty much won them the game. Alright, we are ready for game 10. Will we see a decider or will we see Team Druncle take it? Let's find out. Alright, we start with Druncle. He's playing in Cyan as the GLA Tox General. He is supported by Egg in the blue as Air. And to the right, Targaryen in the gold as Demo. Top team, we've got Hassan here as the Stealth General in red. HighDough on the right as the Infantry in green. And then on the left-hand side, it's Vodka as the SWG. Alright. That's a good point. Just double check. 444. Yeah, all good. So what is HighDough? It looks like they're going to copycat. They are going to copycat for sure. Yeah, they are. And it will get spotted. Because the bottom team are expecting it. I'm not even entirely convinced. Because the thing is, right, at least there was a truck rush from Targaryen before, and there isn't now. I'm not convinced that he's even going to get the troop crawler out in time. There is that same drop from Vodka. And it's going for that worker. It is desperate for it. It's going to get it. Oh my god, it's going to get it. And the dozer does now get dropped. Oh, well, don't tell me. Is he going to go for those supplies? He is. Oh, wow. Actually, that's still quite nice. Does get a worker or two. First tech comes in. It's a big technical. Because it does get the War Factory. And it got the V. So Egg is in a pretty dire state here. TT now comes in on that War Factory. But this is the point. This is where HighDough does just struggle compared to others. I mean, he doesn't know where to look. He's got a technical. He's not micro-ring his army. Okay, very nicely done on the deny there. Egg is definitely in some hardship. Definitely Gotta try and kill. That dozer should be dead. That should not have built. Really, really not good. Again, where does HighDough want to look? Does he want to look here? Does he want to look here? I don't know where he's looking. Where's he focusing on? Having said that, the top team have done alright here. That technical, though, is going to go and cause even more chaos, because that, I think, is a super tech. Yeah, it is. Oh, dear. Yeah, I mean, that isn't even been filled. HighDough really struggles, doesn't he? Yeah, he has really struggled in this set. In this game especially, he really has. Hassan's trying to put the pressure on, but Druncle's very much alive. Egg is now going to be on 4 oils, so he's got all the money he needs. There's a grenade tech at the back here. Does still have a dozer, but if that's got anything in it, and it has... Oh my god, he's just trying to do... That's it. That's the set. That's done. Unless that's got a dozer in it. Which it doesn't, because he used the dozer earlier, so he's hunted with no war factory. This is it. And I think the bottom team have done it. I think the bottom team have done it. Because that King Raptor is going to get in the air. Nah. Yeah, no way. This is GG's. Targaryen's absolutely wrecked HighDough here as well. Hassan can't do anything. Yeah, they got a bit exposed in this last game, actually. In these last 2 games. It's been a long set, though. It's hard. But very well played to team, yeah, very well played to Team Druncle. GG's. To be fair, GG's there from HighDough. Very well played. Yeah, very well done for the bottom team in those last 2 games, actually. They did very well. And actually, broadly speaking, it was reasonably balanced in the end. I think they did very well. Yeah, congrats, Team Druncle. They take it 6-4. Very, very nice. Oof. Right, on that note, it is now 11 PM and I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. So I'm going to shoot. Because I'm knackered. And I've got a heavy day of work tomorrow. So yeah, GG's well played. Very well done to everyone playing. Congrats to Team Druncle for taking the server wars on the outposts. Community outposts. Oh, what's it? Not community. The Outpost Team Games server. Thank you. That's the one. We got there in the end. But yeah, very well played all around. Next stream from me personally should be... I've got nothing scheduled. Maybe I have got something scheduled. I can't remember though. If I do, I'll try and post and I'll let you know. But yeah, we'll try and do something maybe Friday. But yeah, GG's well played. And until the next one, guys, take care and see you.